I'm just sitting there on the couch, and I'm just thinking, I'm like, Dad, I snitched on the bees in the wall. How am I better than a Nazi? There are people in there, and now they're gonna die because of
I'm
me.
pretty sure the stream just started with, I'm a Nazi!
No!
That's always a good place.
Yeah, so
start.
Claire, or it started with me saying it. So one of the two of us, the stream has started with us yelling just that we are not. None of us here are Nazis. It's just Claire gave up the bees in her wall to anyone who may be watching, and now they will be dead. Dead bee.
Claire, it's okay.
Why
When you
is
have an
Andrew
ingrown
only
pool, you get
typing?
used to animal death.
There's just... They're
Read the
gonna be
chat,
gassed because of
Kitty.
me. They're
Read the
gonna
chat.
be gassed.
I did read the chat, but why is Andrew only typing?
He literally said making food
Oh
and our
wait,
parents
I'm
are friends
sorry I
over.
didn't read the... I'm sorry I didn't read the chat.
Literacy is hard.
You know what? Andrew, of all people, would know that, so...
Meanwhile, Kitty's, nothing is fair!
And then Andrew,
but no, Claire,
Andrew
we kill
replied,
like,
"Yep."
shrews and voles and lobsters, or like not lobsters, but like these little crawdads that get into our pool. I guess those ones probably aren't dead. Oh, also we've killed like a bunch of ducks before because we didn't know they were in the pool, and then we came
killed
downstairs.
A bunch of ducks?
12 baby ducklings.
No!
When I was in middle school. They all died in the pool.
No!
We didn't know they were there.
Oh god.
We were Katie and
we
I
had a funeral for them, and we buried them in our yard, and they're still buried under the well today. And I was in middle school at the time, and it was my first time having a cell phone. And so I texted my sister, I swear to God, they're all dead. Oh no, they're all dead. And my sister was freaking out because that's how she is. And I had set my phone down somewhere, so she was calling me like crazy. Meanwhile, we were like burying the ducks, and she's like, "Who died? What's going on? Is Mom okay?" And she was like freaking out, and we were just burying baby ducklings. But now we always have a piece of tarp in the pool so they can climb out.
Oh, no.
When Katie
and
Katie and I went to a park this weekend when she came down to visit, and there was one duck with one duckling. And at first we commented that we're like, oh, that's sad. Just that duck has one duckling. Apparently, because I talked to my mother about it later, there's fish in that pond that are like giant, like pike sized, so like big fish that will eat the ducklings.
Oh no!
They'll just go up and go shoop, and the ducks
That's
still
irresponsible
go there.
duck parenting. That's really irresponsible.
They still take their ducklings there.
They should know better.
That duck's just like, where'd they all go? Well, I got one.
Oh my God, that's the worst part of the story, though, Ty. I forgot. For the entire summer after they died, because the ducklings come to the pool in the spring, the early spring, and then they're grown up by like midsummer or like early summer. So the rest of the summer, the mother duck would come to the pool and stand at the side of the pool and call like she used to do, calling her ducklings to come out of the pool because she was so stupid she could never figure out, because she sat there calling them, but they couldn't jump out because they were too small. And so she would sit there like calling them the entire summer, and it was so sad. We would hear her all the time, and it was just like, she's calling for her dead ducklings and they're never gonna come back. They're like buried behind her, and she's like turned the other direction. She doesn't even know.
It's 7 p.m. and I'm crying.
Well,
the moral of the story is you're not a Nazi.
This is always a good way to start stuff like this.
So all I learned is that Andy is Russia and that Claire is Germany. And that's all I learned. Because Andy's just like, I buried all the teachers and all of the lawyers. They're gone. And meanwhile, Claire's like, I gave up all the bees.
They're gonna be gassed because of me. Because I snitched.
Andy and her family are just the Cossacks going around the fucking Russian landscape, burning towns.
We didn't kill them on purpose.
Oh, okay.
You
All
poisoned
right.
their water supply. You literally poisoned their water supply.
The fire just burned down the town, and they just all wow. We just left the pool open.
Oh my god.
All right. Anyways, I think Nikos will be here eventually. so we'll just get started. So to recap last session, Nick, I liked your recap last time.
But Nick.
Wait, so am I recapping again?
Yeah, you're recapping again because it was a good recap.
Okay, got that. So we were in a cave for a while, and then we decided to leave that cave, as I remembered, after realizing a lot of us had a urinary infection. It was pretty bad. Well, before that though, Omerid was like, "Yo, maybe we should, kill this vegetable Cerebos." And everyone didn't like that. Especially Avard, who then got into an extremely big argument with Ruby as well. As we walked and chilled out,
So I have to correct you. Avard agreed.
Avard
but
didn't
also was
completely
arguing with
agree.
Ruby.
Yeah,
Because
was the one that was
Ruby
upset.
doesn't trust Avard at all, which is fair. Anyways, so we were going, minding our own business until we found like some doors. And we got really excited. So Feldspar decided to punch it, which then he realized was likely not a great idea because it was starting to wake up a big ol' dragon in the lava behind us.
I was being
So
good.
eventually, we had to just sneak in, but Feldspar couldn't fit, so Feldspar still had to do some bashing, which eventually led to the dragon waking up. As we were running away, a lot of people were getting burned on their ass, until Otto eventually got bitten and was getting eaten up, until Otto eventually did a heroic sacrifice and turned the fucker into a giant crystal. We all said our grievances that were very short. Avard got a new sword, I think? And we were walking, and the last thing we left off was seeing the other side of the mountain, which was like greenery and a camp, like a war camp almost, of a bunch of humans, was it? Shooting some catapults?
But then they stopped
that-
right as we came
but-
out.
Yes,
Yeah,
they said,
so-
wait!
So something's up.
So, that's
Probably
where
is.
we will start session. If we run into the spot where we need Nikos, we'll just take a break until Nikos gets here. So, you guys are currently standing in front of what looks to be a mild-sized force, easily about over 100 people in front of you, kind of lined up. Oh, Nico's perfect. We were just doing the recap, and I'm going in and explaining to them what they see. You see easily about 100 or more people, just visibly at the moment, with 2 catapults aiming towards the large gate where you guys came out, which is that kind of nose kind of build in the wall that kind of wraps around to a large gate and then goes into where you guys were. As you guys are standing here, you'll watch as that individual in the front yells, "Wait!" And you'll see as all these troops that were beginning to launch this catapults, kind of standing in a line, a lot of them with swords and shields, they're donning similar markings from what you can see in the torchlight just later. Markings to that human you guys killed earlier in the campaign with that kind of like sparkled sun-like shield.
I still have his map.
As you guys are kind of approaching, stinking, covered in dirt, soot, snow, like melted snow, weird glowing stomachs, everything. As you guys walk forward, you'll watch as an individual steps up to you. He's donning what looks to be... One second. I'm trying to get my description, and it always takes so goddamn long to load shit here. You know what, we're just going to do this. This is going to be way easier. I'm just going to share it.
Whoa. Whoa.
You will see this guy donning more of a like full helmet, kind of little chainmail kind of swinging down with a kind of cascading piece of gold metal that kind of goes up and above his helmet, linking down to the rest of the armor. You'll see a small, what looks like a pin that resembles a shield in shape that has this sun, this kind of sparkled, angled sun sitting on his armor. And you will just hear, "Welcome to the Tevinter Imperium. I am Magister Valor, and you are all under arrest for trespassing on Tevinter land. So if you would all come with me, you will be taken to cages and kept until we can figure out why you are here and why you are leaving dark spawn-filled tunnels.
Wait,
Can I
So, oh, you go.
Yeah,
attempt to speak in Tevin?
sure.
Because Landria could speak Tevin, but I just
Yeah,
don't know.
roll a history check for me first. Yes, Katie?
are Tevinter the people that I don't like?
Oh, you hate Tevinter, yes.
Oh, oh, jeez. Can I just not Sarah? Can Avar just pull out his the new sword that he has now?
Yeah, sure. You will watch as he says this, you will watch as he lifts up his hand and just kind of raises two fingers into the air, and you'll watch as two battalions on each side of about 30 troops begin to wrap a circle around you guys and completing a full circle around all of you. Almost,
He's
very quickly, efficiently.
Avar's also gonna move Cerebus in the center of the group and like stand in front of Cerebus like defensively.
Yeah. I'm assuming you guys are kind of like backing into each other's backs, like making a circle of yourselves kind of protectively.
Feldspar's kind of just standing.
The rest.
Yeah.
Gaia's
Well-
interacted with Tevinter fucks before.
Well, after we're arrested, clothed ones, could I please talk to the Dog King?
Oh, well, you are in the very wrong country for that. But do not worry, we will make sure that we figure out. We'll do a bit of interrogating, make sure where all of you are from.
Okay, good. I need to warn him about the fourth Blight.
Dwarves, before I arrest the two of you, do either of you have merchant papers to prove that you are merchants?
Well, actually,
Or a
if,
merchant signet or anything like that of those?
of course, here, and she holds out her hand, which has both the Tethras family ring and the Kadash family ring on it.
Oh, you are more than welcome to step outside of the other possible to be criminals, if you do not mind. The rest of you, please stay there. We will be bringing cuffs and chains for you. I'm assuming the folk of the Cune will be a bit more difficult. So I was using the button, but all that stuff of me again is gone.
I got you. Oh wait, I heard you in the stream earlier. So, or do you mean you just weren't using push to talk?
Did you hear me through the stream earlier?
I was listening in on the stream when I was getting stuff set up. I could hear
Oh.
you when you were.
Oh, you know why? Because I was still pushing the button on my mouse. That's smart, because the push to talk is still in my OBS. So I should still be heard with all of that, because I'm
Heck yeah.
stupid and smart. All right.
Nice.
So, anyways,
As Gaia's gonna go up to the Tavine man a little bit as he's talking about the two lovely little Canari we have. She goes, "Don't you worry, they're very well behaved."
Avar's glaring at this guy.
he's just going to go, "Oh, are they slaves?"
Well, they're more, let's say, hired muscle that we have. You know,
Oh,
I'm a simple dwarven woman. I can't protect myself all the time. You know,
then
they're
they
big.
are mercenaries. Are they your mercenaries?
Yes, exactly.
All right, all right. Kunari, you are both allowed to follow the dwarf if you'd like.
Yes. Come here, dear.
Wait a moment. He's
Mhm.
going to look down at you,
Mhm.
and he's going to quickly grab onto your face, kind of moving your face side to side. He's going to lift up your hair. Do you have, like, fancy earrings on?
She has 2 gold hoops.
He's gonna look at you. He's gonna kind of hold your cheek side to side, and he's just going to go.
Smiling up at him as sweetly as she can.
He lets go of your face, and he's going to go. You are a liar. And he's gonna grab you by the neck. Do you resist?
She's gonna try to dodge that.
Okay. Roll a acrobatics check or athletics. He's gonna roll athletics.
This would be a good time for Alondra to say what she was trying to say, but she got a
Yes.
7 history.
It's
an
gonna be
8.
butchered, but you can attempt to say what you're gonna say.
So basically what I wrote in the chat. Please, sir, this is all a fish under Manning. Can't we walk like civilized hummies?
Jesus Christ.
Why?
By the
Yes.
You're
You
digging,
really helped us out there.
digging
Yeah,
our
Katie?
grave.
Yeah, Katie.
Also, by the way, if this is happening, can Avard jump at the guard to
No.
also try to protect Gaia?
Trying to use our words.
Push
Alright.
him.
Yeah. So
Not cutting him or anything, just pushing him back, like using the flat of the sword.
So before you can even get through to him, you're going to make an athletics check or acrobatics because the other guards that are now circled around you are going to attempt to stop you from getting through. Gaia, did you beat a 23?
Oh, for fuck's sake. What do you think? No, 8.
Oh. He is going to pick you up with this kind of metal, sharp-fingered, gloved hand, and he is going to throw you back in with a heavy kind of chuck into the circle of all of you guys. As you're going to watch as he lifts up his hand, as you're trying to attempt to get through these guards.
Riley's
which you
roll is horrible.
As your rolls are atrocious, the guards easily pin you both by both your arms, and you're going to watch as this man just goes, "Oh, it seems that we will have to do this the hard way. Bring a slave." And you'll watch as they bring like an elf slave over. You're going to watch as he pulls out this ornate silver dagger. You're going to watch as he just slides it into the rib cage of this elf as you watch as they go, killing them. As he pulls the blade out, you'll watch as a wave of blood comes out with the knife, and he is going to drop the knife back into his like little belt, and you're gonna watch as he uses that blood and he throws it all at all of you, except for the golem. And you guys are all gonna make con saves for me.
Jesus. This whole time Alondra's just going, hop, hop, please. Let us
Hop.
be civilized. Hop.
Hop?
Hop. Okay, thank you for the help.
She's trying to speak in Tevinter,
Oh
it's
my
not
gosh.
working.
Why are my rolls so bad?
Wow, this is
How?
getting quite violent, more than I thought. I was just trying to, you know.
I was
Get somewhere.
barely lying.
Wow,
I was barely lying.
Those are all failures.
Do you need Cerebosses?
No, because Cerebas doesn't really fight.
Anymore.
Yeah. So I don't think he'd even make a very good con save, even if he did, even with his high score. So those are all failures. So as you guys watch as he lifts up his hand and he throws this like tendrils of blood at all of you, you watch as all of you freeze in place, kind of as if you're paralyzed, as you watch as rings of like dark black light kind of wrap around all of you as you all just collapse down. The Tevinter will just go, "Gollum, you seem far more amenable than the rest. Would you be willing to carry the rest of them as we simply just figure out why you are all here?"
Well, if you're being so
I didn't
kindly,
even
of course.
say anything.
Of course, Gollum. Thank you. so
By
much.
the way, it's a feldspar.
Feldspar, of course, you are of fine dwarven make.
Oh, thank you. Oh, you're making me flattered.
Yeah,
So I'm
it's-
starting to
it's
pick everyone up.
Yeah, he'll guide you out of the circle of guards who begin to kind of go back into the camp. As he walks you through the camp, you will see what looks like a mix between humans doing a lot of this preparing armor, getting armor on, preparing these catapults, and you watch the ones that are doing the pure driving force of these catapults. Seems to be about 30 to 40 elves, all dressed in tattered, like, brown clothing, most of them chained to each other or to the ground in some manner as they're setting up these catapults, preparing them to be launched. Each one of them looks a bit more raggedy than the rest. There seems to be a few other elves in the camp that seem a little bit more well-dressed, that seem to be, like, perhaps in, like, servile attire, wearing, like, kind of like small dresses and stuff like that. It seems to be quite cold, and it looks like they're shivering, even though they're wearing these dresses and stuff in such cold weather. as you guys can see the light snowfall that is coming down around you guys as you get pulled into this camp. You have no real control of your mouths or your bodies at this point, but you can see everything as you guys are moving along, with Feldspar just carrying you all in a heavy clump. Cerebos is simply just walking behind as Feldspar just kind of like gently with one pinky kind of pulls up Cerebos' chain and just kind of leads him this way as well. The Tevinter, who claimed himself to be Magister Valor, will point over and will just go, Feldspar. If you don't mind placing them in these 3 cages here, 2 to a cage,
Oh, sure thing.
you, I will trust to stay outside of the cages. Do not betray our trust, for I have ways of dealing with magic beasts, but I trust that you will listen. Seems like you are quite understanding to the situation.
Oh, do not fear. I'm just here to talk to the Dog King. That's all.
Do you mean the King of Ferelden, by chance? We
Yes.
do call him Dog King. Interesting, yes. You are from which dwarven hold?
Oh, Legion of the Dead.
Oh, neutral, all right. Well, we will talk to our superiors. We will find out a bit more, make sure you are not spies, and then you will yourself be most likely allowed to leave. This dwarf here thought she could lie to me. As he just kind of like, again, kind of just prods, holding Gaia's chin, kind of looking at her once again, and just goes, I can tell that of Antivan apparel most anywhere. As he kind of like throws her face back downward and kind of gets back up, kind of arching over you guys. You watch as he takes this large helmet off. You will see that it looks like one of his eyes has been completely removed and replaced with like a metallic kind of golden eye that has like a white kind of marbled crystal inside. His other eye looks like it has been tattooed with very light kind of like almost like chains kind of around his eye, connecting to that other eye. And his corner of his mouth has been like most likely medically repaired, kind of connecting it closed. Assumably, he keeps this mask on to really cover his visage, being Tevinter. As he's going to throw each of you, both the dwarves into one cage. He's going to throw Avard and Cerebos in one cage, and Alandria is going to go into the last cage with Ruby. This entire time, you guys have noticed that Ruby is surprisingly quiet. She seems to just be observing everything. She managed to be stunned as well, but it seems like maybe perhaps she wasn't actually stunned, just playing along. You're not entirely sure. As she's in that cage with Alandria. She kind of keeps away from you, Alandria, as she kind of backs over into one of the corners and just sits down after the spell wears off, as soon as the cage shuts, essentially. Before you guys are put in the cages, you'll watch as using what looks to be an articulate kind of like 5-prong mage hand, as he just casts with his hand, a mage hand that goes from each finger of his hand. You watch as he just removes your guys' weapons and magic, your like arcane focuses essentially, and kind of rips them down, and he'll float them over into a metal crate that he'll close, and you'll watch as he assumably casts like an arcane lock on it as he walks away. He's just going to say, oh, and by the way, Feldspar, thank you
Yes.
so much for being so understandable in the situation of breaking a border and boundaries of a foreign country.
Oh, yes. I mean, I do not much care about it. I'm just trying to warn about a blight, so that's
Blight.
however, if you do, then you know. Oh,
You
yes,
wish
blight.
to warn the Dog King of a blight. Indeed.
Yes.
That changes things. That's too bad. All right, I'm gonna need you to make a Actually, you don't
Nice,
make any
good
save.
job.
What level are you?
I am level 6.
It's a save that he has to make. So.
Wait, are we level 6?
Oh, level 5. I'm
Okay.
incorrect.
Ooh. All right. Well, that's no good for you. You're going to watch as he takes this dagger, floats it up in the air, and it's going to shoot over, and you're going to watch as the dagger just presses against the golem's head and kind of melts almost like it looks like a candle seal onto his head, but from the metal of the dagger. And you'll watch as all of the magical energy and kind of light from Feldspar's body just kind of clunks out, as all that's really left mobile is his mouth and his ability to speak, as he just clunks down to the ground and kind of sits down into like a stasis kind of mode.
Whoop.
Yeah, that dumb fuck.
Wow, I was not doing anything to react, but me as Katie is reacting.
Can I still talk?
You can still tug. He is just before you speak though, he's going to just say, sadly, that information would be false, and there will be no blight. So you will.
Well,
There is
actually,
no
no, it's
war in
not false
Boston,
at all.
so-
I've actually seen it. It's pretty bad. And I can't move now, and I've been literally sent on one purpose to send this thing. So if you could give me back my legs and stuff, kind sir, that would be swell.
We will first induct our investigation into all of the goals of your group, and then you will regain use of your legs and arms, possibly. So please, just all of you, as he releases the kind of hold person on all of you, sit back, relax, and I will be talking with you very soon. But first, I need to get a wink of sleep. So I will leave this kind gentleman to watch over all of you. And you'll watch as this large man, clad in a metal lion's helmet, walks over. I actually have a vivid image for.
Ooh, I want to see him.
Yeah, this large human walks over. He's about 6'5", kind of clambers over towards the group, donning similar kind of like almost like gladiatorial armor and a large lion's pelt that kind of drapes over his head and down. You'll see that some of the lion's head has been reinforced with metal, almost like it's been made into a metal helmet. And on his side, you'll see a massive crossbow, with a sword that seems like it's attached to the underneath of the crossbow, like they kind of detach and unite together. And he's just sitting down in front of what looks to be a younger man, maybe between the age of like 17 to 20, donning black kind of fancy attire, is sitting in a cage across from you guys. You'll see that he's kind of picking over what looks to be a dead prisoner in his cage with him. As he just kind of like looks up at you and kind of just does like the slow kind of fingered wave as the Tevinter walks away. With this, Nikos, if you want to introduce yourself.
Hello. You get captured. Is that why you're all here then? I suppose.
I'm trying to warn of a great danger that could destroy all of you clothed ones instantly, but your friend here took the power of my legs, and it's just starting to tick me off a bit. So I'd really like them back.
Do you think any of these people are our friends, you dumb fuck?
No, I mean I'm also in a cage, so they're not my friends. But no. And a little description as well. You see, I'll post my little image now in the visuals. This kind of guy with like a Van Helsing-esque hat is the only other kind of descriptor that he kind of also has on his head.
Does he come with the bat equipped?
So there may or may not be a bat that you see somewhere in the cage as well.
It's hanging from the very top right. It's on the outside just a little bit, but it almost blends in a bit with the bars.
Hello. My name is well, I suppose if we're going to be prisoners together, my name is Flavius. Hello.
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 I haven't seen a golem before. He said your name was Feldspar, yes?
Yes, that's my name, and I needed to warn of the blight, but my legs and body can't move, and I am slowly gaining more and more anger from the situation.
Yeah, and you, all of you look, no offense, but you all kind of look like shit. UK, where'd you come from?
Oh, the rest of us? Well, aside from the deep roads, I'm from Antiva. I did not mean to end up in and Tevinter, but things happen. People
Yeah,
get lost.
the lion guy's pretty mean. He put me in here, so
Oh, he doesn't
You
look
guys
that
will
mean.
hear.
In fact, he looks rather handsome.
You'll watch as he gives no look at you, really. He just continues to stare forward. As you guys begin to talk and kind of be pestering, however, you're going to watch as he stands up. He's going to pull this massive wooden chair behind him as you hear as it hits stones and travels through dirt. And you're going to watch as he plops it in between all of you. And he's just going to lean down towards your guys in your cages, and he's just going to go, shh.
Um,
Alright.
Yeah, Katie?
how close is he to the cage, and can I put my arm outside of the cage?
Oh, that's a
Um,
great way to get your arm chopped off.
Roll, yeah, roll a sleight of hand to try to like do what you're gonna do. He might be within reach of your long arms. He's gonna
Is he
counter
taller
that.
than me?
Yeah, he's actually, how tall are you?
I don't know.
How do you not know?
You're probably around 7 foot if you're a large canary.
I got a 15.
Oh boy.
All right. As you attempt to kind of reach out to grab towards him, you're gonna watch as he drops down this crossbow, kind of pushing it towards the ground. You watch as this massive blade kind of unhinges and drops into one of his hands, and he's just going to take it with the crossbow. He's going to swing the crossbow underneath your hand, pushing it upwards. He's going to bring the blade right above the top of your forearm, bringing it down as if he's going to slice through your arm. And he's going to lean forward towards you, and he's just going to go. And he's going to take the two of them away as he just takes his blade and or takes his crossbow, and he's just going to push your hand back into the cage. He's going to stand up. You'll watch as he drags his chair a little bit farther back from you, and kind of sits down into it.
Vardas, as this is happening, is gonna say, "Please just get us water." Oh, I was gonna ask.
You'll watch as he stands up. He's going to push his hands on his legs, kind of stand up. And he'll put his crossbow with his sword detached kind of onto his back. He's going to go over, grab a heavy flask of water, and he's just going to toss it into your guys' cage. As he just kind of nods his head, he goes over, he's going to sit into his chair. And you're going to watch as he spins his chair. He's mostly watching this this new person you guys have met, this person with the interesting hat. And he's gonna just kind of like sit a little bit more angled towards him.
yes.
What are you, one with the strange hat?
What am I? Well, I
Yeah.
mean, I'm nobody, really. Nah. No one of importance or anything. No, I'm just a traveler trying to get through, and he just kind of captured me, and now I'm here and confused. I know nothing.
Can I roll insight on that?
Yeah.
Yeah, I also want to roll and play. This guy's
Yeah,
a
that
little
seems.
interesting.
Yeah, shady as fuck.
Thankfully, my skill check doesn't matter because of my exhaustion because I have advantage on insight. So that will be
19 insight.
18.
Got a 10. I got a 10 for
he's
for
lying.
my thing. So
He seems way too well dressed to be just nobody.
Mm-hmm.
You can't lie to me.
okay, so I'm not lying. Oh well, no, I'm lying. Yeah, I was lying.
Where are you
Oh.
from then?
I think he wanted us to be quiet, so I think I'm just going to be quiet for a bit.
You don't mind, do you, Lion Man?
He doesn't look at you. He seems to continue to watch this this person that's no one.
If he's just watching this person that's no one, can I be? Are there like locks on the cages? Can I start examining them?
It doesn't seem like there is a normal lock. It seems like it's more of this heavy hinge set up and above the cage as a chain is kind of pulled up and over. So to access the lock, you'd have to stick your arm out of the cage and up and above onto the top of the cage.
Can I reach it?
Yeah, you can reach it. You can kind of feel it as you saw it when you were coming in. You're being a bit perceptive. Roll a stealth check.
Can I give him advantage by talking, like and trying to draw the attention towards
Oh, yeah.
me?
Oh, yeah.
Come, tell me, Lion Man, why do you wear this beast on your head? It's very interesting.
The more you
Is
talk, the
there a
more
story
disinterested
involved?
he seems to look at you. You get a 15 stealth. Doesn't seem like he looks back and notices you.
What would it, like, what exactly do you think, if I was to just be looking at the lock, what would break the lock? Like, would I be able to break it with just my hands?
Oh, no. No. This is a
Or
mess.
I would need something else to break the chains.
You need something to break it or something to pick it. But you guys have access to none of that stuff right now. Your guys' loot essentially has been yoinked away, other than like jewelry or clothes and stuff of the like.
Oh. Would a necklace work?
If you broke the necklace to get like the kind of like the way your guys' necklaces are, usually it's just one piece of heavy metal wire. So yeah, if you were to like break it off and ruin the necklace, you'd be able to use that perhaps. The dwarven necklace, though, you could attempt to ruin it if you'd like to ruin it. I don't remember who got the dwarven necklace.
I picked up one for Sarah, but I don't know what it was.
That's
Actually, if Art's gonna try to get Gaia's attention, I
Mm-hmm.
think she has jewelry on her earrings.
Mm-hmm.
Are they
Can you repeat that? You cut out.
are there cages next to each other?
Your guys' cages are each about 3 feet apart.
Is a Bard's cage next to Gaia's cage?
Yes. So it goes dwarf's cage, Kunari's cage, and then elf / half-elf cage.
Okay, he's gonna try to get Gaia's attention stealthily by just waving his arm in the direction of Gaia, like a come here motion.
Yeah. Are you being stealthy about this or no? Roll stealth again.
While this happens, I have a question. Can
Yes.
is my wild shape part of something that requires a spellcasting focus?
Technically, no.
I'm gonna try to go into the back corner, and would a nug be able to fit out of this thing, of this cage?
Quite easily, yes. So roll stealth check for me first, though. And also, I don't know if you realize this, turning into wild shape is not a quiet process. You're not gonna. Honestly, I'm probably gonna give you disadvantage.
Let me rethink what I'm actually turning into first, but I still will do that probably.
Okay. So Avard, you guys are gonna watch, however, as Avard is What's your AC again? Can you let me know your AC? No reason. No reason. First.
Okay, no reason. I have an 18 AC.
Jesus.
Okay.
I'm not putting my hands outside the cage.
No, I know. As you lift up your hand in kind of a trying to get somebody's attention from another cage's way, you're going to watch as the rest of you guys are going to watch as he just kind of angles his crossbow over his shoulder. You're going to watch as he fires a heavy crossbow bolt that is going to pierce through Avard's hand, dealing 14 damage.
14?
As you're going to watch as it just penetrates through the hand, ruining a lot of the the bone and stringy parts of the center of your hand as your hand's just flung back and smacks against the bars as you're bleeding heavily from this hand.
Have we healed since last session?
No.
Are you down?
I'm unconscious.
Oh my god.
No.
Oh my god.
You watch as the force slings Avard over. You watch his head smacks off the metal bar as he just falls down to the ground unconscious. You'll hear as the mage stands up and he's going to walk over and he's going to grab what looks to be a skinny young mage, kind of pulls him over. He's going to point down at Avard, and the mage is just going to go, okay. And you'll watch as he casts what looks to be a distance what's it called? The stabilize spell?
Spare the
Spare the
dying.
dying.
Spare the
Spare the
dying.
dying. You watch as he casts Spare the Dying from a distance, as it seems like he's like maybe perhaps like a necromancer of some sort, or like a tomb mage. As he just afterwards he takes the mage's wrist, he just kind of lets go, and he just kind of pushes the mage back away. He'll sit back down, and he's going to look at you guys' cages, and he's going to say, "Don't."
Gaia's gonna hold just a hand up to her chest and she goes, honestly, contrary to popular belief, Kunari are so easily frightened. I apologize for these two.
Fuck.
All the love goes out to Gaia.
She's doing her best to keep you dumb fucks from killing yourselves.
I really did. I forgot that we hadn't healed. To be honest, I thought I was at health.
So doing it give me a chance to run. It'll give me a chance to run because I'm in the middle of the cage. What's it gonna do?
You're gonna get
through the
shot.
Cage?
Yeah, it's gonna
Oh,
shoot
fuck.
you like it shot me.
Well, the cat has better stealth.
All right, so is that your stealth? To cast
Yeah,
it? All
to
right.
cast it. Yeah.
So you turn into a cat, and you're also getting crossbow bolted. Is your AC a 19?
Cats are so small.
Is your AC a 19?
What'd you just say?
Is your AC a 19?
No,
Then it hits.
it's not.
You also take 14 damage.
While we're
Do you know how
existing
many
silent
hit points cats
throughout
have?
all of this.
Not 14.
Do you know how many hit points cats have?
Good
Not
fucking job. I'm Googling it right now.
It would be
Two.
1 or 2. Yeah.
Two hit points.
So as
Are
you
you
as you turn into a cat and you're about to leap through the bars, you'll watch as once again he brings his crossbow over and he's going to shoot a crossbow bolt at you. You'll watch as Alondria, as the cat fits through the bars, and then you watch as she turns back into Alondria, just squashing her stomach in between the bars, and he's just going to go, "Don't," as he kind of leans forward in his chair and kind of leans back up.
Gaia just puts her two fingers to her temple and just goes, I don't claim the elves. They just tagged along. She's obviously just dumbfounded by the stupid that she's witnessing.
I'm
Right,
glad
it was a stupid idea to try to run away.
Yes, it was.
It was a very good idea.
We're in the middle of a
Cardinal.
military encampment.
Ideas can be good and also fail.
That was a bad idea. That was a bad fucking idea.
And
How is that a
admittedly,
bad idea?
I mean, where were you?
Hey
And-
guys, hey guys, let's not fight. Let's not judge ideas. I thought it was a cool idea.
I thought it was good too. I thought my idea was good too. I'm not judging.
Just remember what Mowgli says.
You all make your own choices.
Everything happens for a reason.
Are we
Do
all
whatever the fuck you want.
are we all good? I just want to make sure we're all okay. No.
Yeah, I wasn't like angry or
Well,
anything.
okay.
No, I was just
I
was
wasn't
like,
okay.
we're all doing the only things that we can imagine are possible for us to do right now.
Yeah. We're all
That's
just
fair,
really
yeah.
failing.
Being
It's not that they're bad, they're just failing.
being in jail sucks. So, as the night kind of wanes, I'm gonna put some sound into the speaker.
Ooh.
I enjoy that Gaia claimed the Canary, but not the elves.
Well, okay, she doesn't like laundry at all, so that's one point.
Alondra's all revived and weird now.
It's not
Mhm.
Alondria though. Or
Exactly.
according to what Andy has come out with recently. It's crazy. I thought the laundry was the laundry.
So you guys will hear The campfires flicker, you'll hear as the troops kind of get settled for the night. Many of them staying awake, however, to watch the slaves to make sure they don't do anything that they're not allowed to do. As most of them, the slaves, just kind of like the elves, just are allowed to sleep in the spots that they work. So they kind of lay down, and you'll see many of them are freezing in the harsh cold. Kind of having a rough time with it all. You guys can see now, as you're kind of sitting in your cages, looking back through this little tuft of woods. There's only a little bit of woods here that you guys are kind of protected in, as the rest seems to be open, kind of snowy fields. Now more of just just snow-covered ground. So you guys can see in the distance this mountain. Scattered around it, you see these massive, what look almost like concrete pillars that just kind of tower upward in different heights and shapes, kind of cascading across that area of the landscape, with no real rhyme or reason. Perhaps at some point they were like a building or a path, or maybe just some kind of idolage built in the distance, as you guys now sit in your cages. About halfway through the night, you guys will see as Avard flickers back up, kind of jumping up into the air. You'll see as his hand has this crossbow bolt through it, and you can see that the time with it spent inside of his hand has not done well for his hand at all. You can see what looks like perhaps a little bit of infection has already kind of set in to his hand. As you can see the heavy redness kind of around the bolt. As
Well.
this massive lion figure has taken his chair away at this point, he has gone back over to where he was originally sitting. Where'd you go?
I lied.
Oh, you'll see as this lion figure kind of takes his chair, moves back over to where he originally was, after he notices that the person that you guys saw across from you speaking to you has shut up, essentially. It looks like now he has tipped his head with his eyes a bit closed, his crossbow in his hand, kind of pushed against the ground. And you'll see in the distance that Tevinter walking back over. He is going to walk over first to the dwarves' cage, and he's going to have what looks to be a tiny two-person palanquin carrying him across this landscape, carried by two of what seem to be the more well-dressed slaves. As
Oh
he
my
gets
God.
set down, as he's going to stand, he's just going to say, "This has helped me rest a bit more after I took a few hours of sleep. So I'd like to talk to both of you, if you do not mind," because he'll kind of lean back. It looks like he has a small goblet that he's going to hold up over towards one of the elves, who's going to pull out a heavy kind of wine flask out from the back of the palanquin and pour it into his mug, his cup, as he kind of sets it down onto the ground next to the cage, and he's just going to back his fingers away and just going to say, "This is for you, Antivan. And if you wish not to have it, of course you can give it to the other dwarf. The one that does seem to be from perhaps Wozamar or Kalsharak."
Oh, good. She takes it.
Yeah.
She doesn't drink from it quite yet. She's just kind of holding it. As dignified as, one can. I'm just checking what her fucking...
So I'm curious. I have a few questions. Some of them will be the same for all of you. Some of them will be different for each of you. My first question is, where did you just come from? I know you were underground, but was there any specific place that you came from?
Oh, not in particular. We were wandering around the deep roads. I
Why?
unfortunately got lost. I was on a family business trip.
Interesting. What is the name of your family? And it is not of either of those rings, so...
Oh, well, I beg your pardon, dear. I'm of a Kadash family. This Tethras ring is a special project you bring back to the family.
The same Kadesh that hid the elves so many years ago. Is that the same
Okay.
family?
Well, if it's a Kadash, it's likely the same.
Interesting.
I am my own independent person, don't you fret.
Repeat that. I was having a Slim Jim thrown at my head.
Okay.
You just hear a slave get crossbowed.
Yes, chunk.
She goes, well, don't you
I'm
worry.
sorry.
Right here, I am my own individual person.
Of course, of course, of course. Secondary question. You are from Antiva, am I not wrong?
Well, I'm pretty, aren't I? Yes, I'm from Antiva.
Oh, it was not your beauty, my dear dwarf. It was the way you dress. It is so very Antivan.
Oh, different strokes for different folks.
That being said, what is your reason for leaving the tunnels where you did, and do you have a place to go?
Oh, unfortunately, we have no place to go other than your encampment here, and although this was quite the accident. We left the tunnels because, well, the deep roads aren't exactly the safest place for a lady like myself.
Of course, of course. You're not the first Teven to come to this camp, actually. He's going to point over at that, like, lion soldier. He's going to say, that's the Antivan lion. Famous mercenary.
Oh.
He, however, has papers for being in the Tevinter Imperium. And of course, since at the moment we are not technically at war with Antiba, I'd hate for one to start because a small dwarf came over here. Of course, you are in no real threat in the land of Tevinter. Dwarves are not useful slaves, nor do we like to make breaches with those who are from Orzammar. If they see dwarves within our ranks, they'll have a fit.
Mm-hmm. Yes, I do have some ties to Orzammar. I would hate for things to get out of hand.
Of course. I'm assuming the Carter, of course.
Oh, we don't talk about that in the open. You know, we like to be dignified, but she just kind of winks a little bit. Perhaps.
That is all the questions I have for you. What about you? You seem to still bear the marks of those, what are they called? The dwarven slaves, but aren't slaves, they're
Actually, I
useless.
don't anymore, because
Oh, no.
I got them removed.
Oh, you're right. What about you? Are you also from Antiva?
Hmm.
Did you? Oh my god, I'm gonna fucking die.
Hmm.
Good job.
Hi, are you there?
What? I didn't hear anything from you, I'll be honest.
Oh, sorry.
You cut out, yeah.
Haha. This gave me. Thank you, universe, for giving me a quick save. I'm from Orzammar.
Oh, okay. Then there will probably be no troubles between the two of us. We will simply send you back to Orzammar after we figure out exactly what your group is doing here. I will ask similar questions as I asked the other dwarf. Why are you in those tunnels? Were you a treasure seeker or lost or dealing with these dark spawn that everyone keeps speaking of?
Actually, I was supposed to be delivering something to someone.
Interesting. What were you delivering? As he kind of leans forward and kind of waves a little bit to his servants as they kind of move his palanquin a little bit closer over towards your area of the cage. He's going to go, please do tell. As he kind of has like a wicked kind of smile that doesn't finish all the way due to that kind of stitching on his left side of his lip. As he kind of just looks at you with that golden eye kind of raised a little bit higher than the others, his eyebrow kind of lifts up.
So in terms of equipment gone, was all of our shit gone and put in the box, or
all of your stuff unless it was in your pockets?
Okay. I like to think the refined lyrium statue with the note was in my pockets, but
yeah,
that's your call.
Yeah, it was in your pocket.
Okay. In my pocket, I got a statue with a little note that says where to drop it off to.
He'll hold his hand out. You'll see his
For
sharp,
wh-
kind of pointed, gloved hand.
for which one? The
Both, dwarf, both. As he kind of looks at you with his eyebrows kind of lifted, kind of giving you like a sassy, like I'm waiting look.
I'll hand him the note, but I'll show him by like I'll keep holding on to the statue, like kind of doing like look with your eyes, not with your hands. Not like as an intention, like not sarcastically. I just mean that's how I'm holding it in front of him instead of placing it in his hand. But
As
I
you
will put in his hand the note.
as he takes the note, he's going to read it over and he's going to go, "Oh, how sweet. What a brave task you have put on yourself, dwarf." And they'll hand back the note and he'll go, "And a piece of refined lyrium. You wouldn't be smuggling that lyrium into Tevinter, would you? You know that is against the law." As he kind of dips his head to the side and comes to give you a little, like, did you say the right thing kind of look.
It's an honest mistake that I ended up here. I'm still trying to work my way as to figure out where the address is on that note.
Roll deception for me now, since you've been
Yo,
lying for a
boy.
while. He's going to roll insight.
And then I think I still have that one exhaustion. Let's see how well this goes. Okay, so that's just a 6.
He's going to nod his head and go, all right. Carry on, dwarf. As he kind of gives you a kind of silent glare for a moment. And he's going to go, as he kind of snaps his fingers and kind of clicks his mouth. You watch as they kind of lift him up. They're going to move over to the canary cage. And he's just going to kind of be lowered down. He's going to go, "You, the one with an uncovered mouth. What brings you to Tevinter territory? Why are you here?"
Zavard, how many hit points does Zavard have right now?
1.
Oh, okay. I'm here I was collecting my Cerebos, and now I'm on my way home.
Oh, you're one of the Kunari mage keepers, similar to the South's Templar. We have Templar here, but they're less used for hunting our mages unless they become very awful. Of course, many of us are awful, as he kind of chuckles. He's going to say, "It is too bad you came so far south, though. The chance of you surviving the trip back up and being sent back to Saharon, where your little mage can be used as a weapon, is very unlikely. Most likely we will just have to execute you here at the camp."
I don't think that will be happening, actually.
Oh, really?
We mean no harm. This
No.
camp.
Well, this Antivan over here claimed that you were her bodyguards, but I can tell by your apparel and your look, you are no bodyguards. She attempted to get this lie past me, and of course, I am no idiot.
Actually is not a lie. We are also protecting the dwarfs over here, who we stumbled across on our way back home. Oh, do not mistake her for a liar either. We tell you only the truth. We are traveling together because we met in the roads.
So you were lost then, all of you? Such a pish-posh, mishmash band of Kunari, slaves and dwarves.
No, there are no slaves here. There is just us, the dwarfs, and the elves.
Oh, pardon me, I meant elves. Of course.
And if you let us go, we will just be leaving.
Where do you plan to go, then, Mage Keeper?
So I don't know that it's me as Katie doesn't know like the area around where we are right now.
Yep.
The
So,
Tevinter area, how like what's next to the Tevinter area that would make sense for us to go to?
so you could go to 3 places that would be probably safer than where you are. You could go to Antiva, which is over to the east. which would be a bit safer than when you are. They're a little bit more lenient in some ways and unlenient in others. They're a bit more lenient with their mages and even with what people kind of traverse there. Dwarves, Kunari, and elves are pretty much allowed there without much disagreement. You could go south to Kirkwall, which is a massive stone prison town essentially that sits against the ocean. They're pretty open with who stays there as long as you don't cause trouble, but they're very restrictive with their magic. They have a huge mage tower that's essentially was a prison in ancient Tevinter for slaves, like it was a slave town. And then southern below that is Ferelden, where you guys were going to be heading to talk to the Dog King, quote unquote.
Which place is closest to Saharan? Or where I live?
Cl- Saharan, to Antiva.
Antiva.
Okay, that's what I was gonna. We're actually on our way to Antiva, where our friend the dwarf lives. We will drop her off where she is from, and then we will go on our way to Saharan. And the others will stay there with them. Also, this dwarf over here in converting to Nari. And Avad is going to gesture to Omri.
What did you say I was doing?
You're going to be Kunari.
Yeah, he said you're gonna convert to the Qun. So, stick to the
Ah.
Qun.
So you're going to convert more people to the enemy of our nation. See, Kunari, I was following you with your entire story until you announced to me that you were going to convert more soldiers to your army. It seems that we will have to execute you this afternoon. That's very upsetting. Have a good last night, Kunari.
I actually.
He's going to have his slaves pick up his chair and move away from you.
If it doesn't, then we can leave the other door. And you can have them.
He seems to disregard any other further words you have for him as he moves over to the final cage with the elves. Oh, Katie, you were doing so good until you're like, we're making more soldiers for my army, the army you hate.
Hey, don't worry. To you, we're the Nazis, and we're just bringing in this person to become a Nazi. We're okay.
Right.
Yeah, so this last guy, everything we said was great. You know, we just have a good idea with everything. Oh, we're gonna make this guy second Hitler.
Yeah, it's gonna be awesome.
We got another guy for the Red Army. God damn.
My
So
goodness.
this is Stalin Jr. We call him Little Lenin. Little Lenin.
Oh my god.
Little Lenin. Oh.
I feel like that's from a bit or something.
I hate this.
It's great.
All right.
Also, no, I might have thrown Omri under the bus, but you threw Cerebus under the bus. It's fair.
I did not.
Even.
No,
Oh, Omri,
Two-
yeah, denouncing Cerebas, yeah. I mean,
Oh boy.
You're even.
All right.
yeah.
With that, he's going to last cage, and he's just going to go. And the two of you, two elves lost in a kingdom that uses elves in such an effective manner towards being slaves. A very sad place for the two of you to be. As he kind of lowers his jowls a little bit
I
and
will
just kind
not-
of gets a sad face.
I will not lie to you. This one is only the body of an elf, as is the same for the other.
Oh,
Oh,
two
no.
Maleficarum in our camp. What are the chances? Did you go to hell and come back? As he kind of looks at all of you.
This one is no Maleficarum.
Oh, you are Maleficar, my dearest elf. Or should I say empty corpse. You are a demon that harbors a body. And you will be very interesting specimen for myself.
Yes, I can offer you great power, and my companion even more. I have come
Oh,
to this place only to learn.
well, then you and I think we'll get along quite well. As for the other, it seems that she is quite quiet. You watch as Ruby just kind of looks over, like, "Ugh, God, this is boring," kind of look, and then looks back over towards the rest of you, um, and just kind of keeps back to herself.
I warn you not to mess with her. With me, you could perhaps get past my defenses, but trust me, this one is more powerful.
Interesting. Well, the two of you will be interesting specimens for my discovery. But I will now ask you, since the two of you seem to be, as you said, powerful, why are you seeking to go to Ferelden to speak to this Dog King about a thing that has not happened in so many years? Blight. Blight. Ah, that just sounds awful. Why warn a kingdom about something that is long done? Darkspawn have been quelled by the dwarves. They are no issue other than hiding in their caves. What makes you think that anything needs to be done about them other than locking them in?
I agree with you. This one has no real reason to go to this Ferelden except to learn and see what there is there and about these kings that are dogs. All very interesting.
All right. Good to know. He's going to,
Could you please, my lord, remove me from my current position, as I'm assuming she's still squished between the bars?
oh, of course. And you will watch as he lightning lures you. Make a
Jesus.
athletics check. I think it's it's a strength save. Is it a strength save?
The strength save.
Strength
I
save.
love lightning lures so much.
That's a
Yep.
cantrip, right? Just
Yeah.
asking.
That is.
Okay, otherwise I was gonna fail the save just for the heck of it, but I will make the save because there's a chance that I will take no damage. Because if I take any damage, I'm down. So, 1d20. Let's do it in the correct chat and not in the in-game chat. Or let's not, because Discord's gonna do the thing where it doesn't take my messages again. Hold on, let me do it on my phone.
Oof.
Jesus. I've been having so much trouble with Discord this week.
Oh, real quick while we're paused, is my voice being robot-y right now? Or,
Nope.
like, has it been?
It
No.
sounds pretty clear.
All
Okay,
right.
I think it was just because the app, like, is so bad on the
Oh.
Chromebook. So I'm just using the desktop version now, which is easier. I don't know why I wasn't doing it before.
Andy, I like your 1d29. Oh, oh no! You
Oh.
take the max damage too, so you're down.
Oh my.
Yeah, I had 1 HP. The cat stunt.
So as he pulls you, you'll watch as he just wraps around her this little bit of like electric whip almost essentially and just yoinks her back with a fingertip. You'll watch as she slips through the bars, but you'll watch as it just kind of looks like it maybe possibly breaks a couple ribs in the process as she's just twisted over and out, plops into the cage face down, face in the dirt as she's unconscious. She goes, "Oops. Oh. Oh, so Healer!" As he kind of yells in the distance. You watch as this awkward, kind of skinny mage runs back over again, and you watch as once again he casts Spare the Dying. And he'll go, "Good job, apprentice. Well done." As he just kind of pats his head from out of this little palanquin and sends him on his way.
Oh my god.
By the way, Avard is gonna just focus on Cerebus now and try to give him the water that he got earlier.
Yeah, you'll have about 3 days worth of water. So for him, it's a day and a half. So yeah, you're able to finish his thirst from the day, the current day when he was possibly going to have no water, and then give him enough for the day that you're currently in, if that makes sense. So you're gonna have enough to kind of replenish him completely. So he doesn't have to make a save. Yep. So he's a happy boy. He's got water in his mouth. He seems a bit kind of just as usual, just kind of like I don't know what's going on really. He watches this Tevinter kind of has his palanquin lift up, and he's just going to say, "Well, it seems that the dwarves will live. The elves will become my new interesting. Oh, what's the word to put it? Experiments." And the Gunari will be put to death in the tomorrow's afternoon. So all of you have a good day and goodbye.
Oh, wait.
Clothed ones only care about clothed ones. What did I fucking expect?
Yeah, Katie.
Still lying down here.
Just 1 second. I am a Canary who is, well, part of the queue. But this one over here with me is not part of that.
That is all good sentiment, but you wish to gain more for your army, and I know for a fact that that one is a weapon. So, good night. I wish to get more sleep. And you'll watch as this palanquin spins around as it kind of heads off into the distance. As this happens, you'll watch in about an hour or and a half or so. Oh, sorry. Do you want to say something first?
As he's walking away. Yeah, don't ask how Feldspar's doing. Awesome. Cool. What did I expect?
You. Wait a second. You were the one that let them capture us.
Me?
You told them. Well, you picked us up and you put us in here, agreeing with them.
Yes, because they had a shit ton of guards and they were acting nicely. So, if you wanted me to go kill myself, please just tell me that instead.
I'm not
Go kill
saying
yourself.
it's your fault.
There we go.
I'm not saying it's your fault. I'm just saying that you also didn't make good choices, and you are here because of the choices you made.
Who gives a fuck about that? There's a blight out there. And no one is willing to warn anyone about it. Especially these weirdos.
That's because they're Tevinter. I could have told you that if you hadn't been so quick to trust them.
Oh, well, maybe if you didn't draw your sword out and try to stab them, maybe I could have took the time to listen, can I? I swear, you clothed ones are always quick to judge others.
Kay is just lying on the floor trying to sleep at this point, letting them
you-
hash it out.
If you took me to drawing my sword as a warning, you might have realized what was going on.
If the 30 guards took your sword as a warning, yes, maybe. After they stabbed you with their 30 swords, sure.
Better than being here. Can I do an
Well, don't worry, you'll be
investigation?
executed soon.
Jesus, what was that? Okay, Katie, what?
I'm sorry to interrupt. Can I just do a check on what exactly did they do to Feldspar, like with the sword? Is there a way to remove it?
So, there's not anything on Feldspar anymore. It seems like they just kind of removed access of the magic to the rest of his body except for his head.
How perhaps would it be returned to him?
Roll an Arcana check. This is really magic that you don't entirely understand, but you could try to think it through. Also, Claire, you have a lot of sound coming through, buddy.
Do I?
Yeah.
I think that might be Nick.
Nick.
Oh, is that Nick?
Okay.
Nick, what?
Oh, I'm sorry, I
I'm
was just
seeing-
seeing something.
I'm seeing
got
I'm
in
seeing
that
Claire
one.
glow because of Nick, and it's very confusing.
Oh, my Discord just lights up whenever anybody else speaks because I don't have any headphones.
Claire.
Right.
I don't.
Is that why I echo?
You can turn down the
That
like
is why you
individual
echo.
volumes of people.
Claire, do you want some
There.
earbuds when you get here?
I have earbuds, but none of them have microphones. None of them. are
I
good.
have like I have a couple.
I
I have
think
like
you're
4 extras with microphones. If you want one, I can just give one to you if you want. If you don't want it, no problem. But
Is there
I
still
will
noise?
feel something.
I think also your phone would just be the microphone in that case.
Yeah.
There still is noise. You think?
Yeah.
I have to use Discord on my laptop, or else my phone starts to heat up too much because Discord's a lot.
Oh, that's the same dealio though. If you just put headphones into your laptop, it'll just use the sound and then use the mic from the laptop.
I don't have any headphones right now. I left them in my jeans. And
Okay,
they
I
got lost.
should be good. Is there still noise?
Claire's kicked out of the
Like-
campaign.
No.
No, I'm
Is there
kidding,
still-
Claire. I'm
Fair.
kidding.
Bad outside noise?
I don't. It's
No,
like the
it's
faintest thing.
Yeah.
Like I just turned your volume down and it doesn't like a bit, and it doesn't matter.
Wait, is this any better?
That wasn't really an answer. There's still noise.
It's only air. It's like you're breathing as you talk. Stop breathing.
Nick, how close is the mic
Yeah,
to your
the air
face?
conditioner. I moved away from the air
Oh.
conditioner. It's not near my face anymore. I turned it on low and energy saver, so
You're good. I put you down to 60%, and I can't
Gotcha.
hear it anymore. So
Yeah, I put you down to 82 and I can't hear anymore. Just like taking a little bit of volume off of you, like
Yeah.
changed it completely.
Same.
I mean,
well,
I
that could be sometimes Discord makes your volume super loud when you just come back in. So
that's also true.
I got a nat 1, which is a 5.
Yeah, so what was that roll for again? Can you remind me? Oh, the Arcana check on the golem. Yeah, you don't have a fucking clue. This guy just used some crazy Tevinter magic.
Could Cerebos use his magic still? Would a bard know this?
It doesn't seem like Cerebos has displayed any use of magic since you've really been around him.
While they're all,
Omri's-
oops, sorry. You go, Andrew.
Oh, okay. While Omri's gonna try to like lightly nudge Gaia awake for a quick second.
She's just trying to fall asleep. You people talk a lot.
Okay, now he's trying to shake her more. Like, come on, like get up.
Mm-hmm. Love Omri.
She's just raising an eyebrow, looking up at him. Like, what do you want?
Is thieves' cant? Is that more like sign language or is it spoken? Ty in this universe.
It's more of a written language, like hiding words on things or like in passages or messages.
Like slaves speak sign language is like a thing, I believe, in the Dragon Age universe. Either that or it's just like the widest accepted canon.
I was gonna say sign language is an optional language, but
I don't have access to that. I just have the okay. Yeah, Omri thought he had something, but I guess he doesn't, so never mind. He just
kind of. I mean, if you want to establish right now that thieves' cant is similar, if not the same, as slave sign.
well,
Ty,
yeah. Oh,
would prove that.
I'd say that certain slaves might understand thieves' cant, but what are you attempting to do with thieves' cant? Talk to Gaia? If you were doing
Yeah.
that, I'd say yeah, there'd be like a little bit of like Ixnay the Oxnay kind of thing.
okay.
Latin.
And that lion guy's still like around, right?
The lion guy is currently over. It seems like he's nodded off just a tiny bit. He's over a little bit farther back than the cage that the odd kind of well-dressed guy is.
Okay, so yeah, I'll just whisper. I'll try to whisper to Gaia and using thieves' cant, just like, all right, what's our plan here? What do you think we should do?
And she replies back in thieves' cant. She goes, "Well, I'm thinking of just staying here, like a proper lady, and just waiting to talk things out a little bit. Hopefully, get a little bit of sleep."
Right, but then what's our story for the others?
I tell them what I was doing. I'm not as concerned about the rest of them. They can make their bed and lie in it. I'm doing what I can to, keep my head on my shoulder.
Hmm. I mean, yeah, that lines up all with Omrid's stuff of just like, yeah. I mean, all right, yep, all right.
Mhm.
From where he's looking, he doesn't really have any place to like any authority to talk back. Be like, wait, let's bargain or anything. So yeah, no, that's fair. Yeah.
I'm thinking easiest way would just be to bring you home to Antigua, take a quick stop there, tell my father that I failed miserably, and then, wander on back down to Freldin to, do whatever objective we have to do with, the Blight thing.
As this is happening, you guys will watch as this guy cages across from you kind of like chimes in, as it seems like he's listening into your conversation a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
Me? Is that
Thought
me?
so.
Yes.
Okay, cool. I gotta look at that one.
Yeah, I messaged you really quick.
Cool. Yeah, let me take a quick peek at that. Oh, okay.
Do we have 3
Um,
rogues in the party? Ooh, woo.
In Thieves' Cant, I say, yeah, so waiting around probably isn't gonna get you much. You might get out of here okay, but it's probably not gonna get what you want. I know these people.
Hmm. You've had many run-ins with them, then.
You'd say that. I'm not. I don't like them very much.
Well, they're not exactly charismatic.
You seem pretty charismatic, though.
Thank you. I do try.
Gaia, have you interacted with Tevinter before? Like, have you really been around that many?
Yeah. I mean, the
Roll a
Vince
history check
use
for me.
lyrium trade. I mean, they use a lot of dwarven lyrium.
Roll a history check for me.
Aw,
Or
man, I got
insight.
disadvantage. Ooh, I can roll insight then because I don't have disadvantage on that. Because I
Ooh.
have advantage on that. So that's normal roll. Fucking okay.
Ooh.
7. Who the fuck is this man?
Yeah.
Great.
Someday
I
you
don't
guys will
know.
get high rolls.
The dice block hates me,
Mm.
but my god.
Look, just to, I'm gonna see if anyone else I can talk to, but both of you, if you wouldn't mind, I'm a I guess you could say a map maker of sorts. I have a lot of maps of the area. I'm I suppose you could say a cartographer in training. If we can get
Oh.
out, I would be. If you can help me get out, I'm trying to find someone, and the way you're going sounds like the way I need to go as well. The fact that both of you know this language means you probably understand the concept of you scratch my back, I scratch yours.
Of course.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
I'm then going to turn and kind of with my hand over my mouth. You see, I kind of I have this little copper ring on around my finger, and just kind of like sitting and like put my head down, kind of like as if I'm like kind of dozing off, and I'm gonna cast a message on Ruby.
Ooh.
And to Ruby, I say, "Hello, I'm talking to you through magic. Please don't freak out or
Yes,
anything
I
like
know
that."
what magic is, child.
Okay, good. I assume so. You're also the only one other than the male dwarf over there that actually stayed fairly quiet, which means you probably are smart enough to understand a lot of the situations we're in right now. So, long story short, I'm a map maker. I have maps of the surrounding area. I want to get out of here. I'm assuming you want to get out of here. I would very much. I couldn't leave by myself before, but I think with a group of people, we may be able
Sure
to.
you are, Altus.
least-
Sure you are.
Altus. Okay. Yes. Okay. So yes, I'm Altus. Yes. But no, I'm not. I don't know. I'm in this prison. Okay. I don't know how to explain this better.
You
Okay.
wish to
Okay.
escape the cell during the night? Is that what you're attempting to say?
Yes, and I would like it to free as many of you as I can, and as long as we help each other out. I have my things here that I need to retrieve. I need to retrieve my maps. And then I would like to help you get to wherever you need to go.
So you have the ability to move things with your mind, mage, like float things or move things about.
So I technically don't currently. If I had my spell book, I would be able to.
Can you contact the dwarf then and tell them to pass me over that lyrium trinket that they nabbed earlier? I'm going to need it to get our large stone friend back and active.
I kind of like raise my head again, like as if I kind of wake up and in Thieves' Cant to Omari say, the nice elf in the cage over there would like. Oh, I shouldn't speak in my accent in Thieves' Cant. That nice elf over there wants that lyrium rock. She can get the golem working again. Feldspar was his name.
Hello. Yeah, I can't hear that. Sorry, it's a message.
That was a
It's
Thieves' Cant,
fine.
so I don't know what you hear, but
I also can't. I can't hear or
oh,
see
that's
that,
fair.
so-
That's fair.
The way you guys hear Thieves' Cant is you hear people like talking about the weather essentially, like, wow, it sure is nice out, and meanwhile it has like an inner hidden message.
Wow, I would love the baked bread.
Pass that baked bread over to that elf. No one will see through this Thieves' Cant.
This weather is surely depressing.
So depressing.
Yeah, I'll try to pass it over.
Alright, so first you'll have to pass it to the Kunari.
Oh, okay. Shoot.
Wait,
The Kanoris are Avard's subconscious, right?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
Looks like at the moment he is currently fiddling with his bolt in his hand. You watch as he snaps off the pointed end with a bit of wood. As you watch, he'll kind of flinch. He'll take... Oh no, damage knocks you unconscious.
Are you fucking... Oh.
Does he?
Mess with the crossbow bolt.
You watch as he breaks the crossbow bolt tip, and you watch as he passes out.
I'm
I-
sorry.
I-
I was just trying to break out.
This time, though, there's no mage to come save you.
No.
So you have to make death saves.
Oh my
Okay.
god.
Do I have to make them all at once?
Yeah, just start
Do I
making
make
them in a
them all?
row, because there's no one that can heal you.
Holy shit.
I'm scared.
This is how you die.
Should
Why?
we? Should?
I'm just
I
gonna
don't know
roll
if I should
all at
whistle
once.
out.
One at a
I'm
time.
gonna.
No, roll one at a
Okay.
time. So we can have the drop. Nat 1, that's 2 fails, no!
That's
No!
good.
Oh god.
I don't.
That's a
Should
pass! That's a pass.
Should I? Should I?
So one 2 fails.
No, if you want
I'm
to do
going to.
anything, you should really do it now.
I'm gonna yell out to the lion guy that like, hey, someone's dead again.
Alright, before you make that second save, stop making saves. Stop rolling. You'll see as the lion guy kind of chippers up, he'll just go... He'll go over, and once again, he'll kind of drag that skinny mage over, and he'll cast, Spare the Dying. Right before you die. Right before you die. Right before you end up dying.
Would have been double dead.
So,
You're so lucky.
so you will, be up in 1 hour. As you go to toss the lyrium idol over to Avard, who was about to catch it.
I'm not tossing it yet.
Oh, I was... Okay.
We're waiting for him to bleed out first.
I saw that he was picking at the thing, and then he dropped unconscious.
Sound.
I kind of how big is this lyrium chunk?
It's about the
It's like-
size of like a jade figurine, just like a small little thing.
Small enough for a bat to carry?
Yes.
Hey, I'm gonna kind of like all of a sudden Omari, this little bat. Hang on, I have pictures of it. Let me pull it up.
Oh.
Hang on, I gotta pull it up though. My phone. Where is this little fella? Yeah, there you are.
I'm so sorry, Katie.
I'm just gonna die this session. I'm just gonna die.
Here's
Um,
the W show and die.
It looks like this, but it has like much more maroon, like kind of hair.
Oh,
It kind of like lands like kind of on like one of the bars and kind of like hangs in front of you and kind of like looks down at the lyrium and looks back up at you. In Thieves' Cant, I say it'll take it over to the elf.
I'll nod, but I'm gonna wait till that lion guy like nods off again.
All right, yeah, the lion guy. After like about an hour, so at this point, Avard will once again wake back up. At this point as well, Alondria will be back up as well.
Yep.
As he nods off, the bat will kind of lean down. It'll pick up the idol from your hands as it kind of flutters, just
Yep.
barely being able to lift it, and flutter it over around the Kunari's cage, over into the elf's cage. You'll watch as Ruby quickly conceals the object, kind of hiding it in her hand. As you'll watch, she kind of begins to chant very softly. As this is happening, you will see that the arrow tip that Avard had kind of rolled out from his hand in between the two of your guys' cages. If either of you would like to roll to try to grab it to start picking the lock.
Oh, can I grab it?
Sure. Yeah, grab onto it and roll a dexterity. Are you proficient with lockpicking?
No. No.
Alright, roll a sleight of hand for me then, essentially.
Is it a good idea to do this right now?
Looks like most people in the camp are asleep. It seems to be about 4 a.m.
So I also have a question. If I pick the lock, can I just leave it unlocked and not open anything? Will it like
The
slide
chain
open
will
or
slide down if you unlock it. Because it's a lock that essentially holds the chain that keeps the door, the cage up and open, or up and closed. So when you unhook the chain, the door will slam open. But you can hold on to it if you'd like to roll an athletics and hold the cage shut.
I would like to do that too. What should I roll first?
Alright, so it's gonna either be lockpicking is either gonna be disadvantage using the hand that's injured to do it, or the athletics is gonna be disadvantage because you're gonna use that hurt hand to hold on to the cage. So you're gonna have to decide which one's
For
disadvantage.
the athletics.
You
to be
lagging really hard. What'd you say?
I would prefer the athletics to be disadvantaged.
Sounds good. Alright, so roll a lockpicking check for me first.
Yeah, 14.
Alright, the lock does not unlock, but you do not destroy the arrowhead,
Okay.
so you don't really need the athletics because the door is not open.
One of my components, my component for messages, a copper wire. Could that this is what it's like wrapped around my finger as a ring right now? Could I use that to attempt to lockpick the eye cage?
Yeah, roll a lockpicking check for me.
Sweet, that's a +6 for me. Ooh, we'll see. That's
Oh no.
that is 14.
Yeah, as well, your lock seems to be a bit tougher than that.
Okay. Good enough to try. Okay.
As this is happening, you will watch as Alondria is going, or not Alondria, but Ruby is going to take that little idol. She's going to kind of slide over it. At this point, it looks like she's made it into what looks like a kind of cylindrical tube. She's going to, out from her back, pull out these 3 platings of metal and kind of socket them around this tube of lyrium. And you'll watch as she kind of shifts it together, kind of like activating like a match. You're going to watch as Feldspar's eyes kind of switch to being white for a moment as his body kind of relights up all of the grooves in his body as he stands up and he's just like, at your command.
Control rod.
And then you'll watch as she kind of switches the rod back to that neutral state as you have control of your body once again, but it's almost like she did your like reset button.
Ooh.
I want that thing fucking broken. But thank you.
Can I try again with the lockpicking or no?
Yeah, roll another check for me, and same for you, Flavius, if you'd like.
Cool. That's much better. That is a 21, a 15 plus
Okay.
6 for me. 'Cause I'm proficient.
I got a 16.
That is also enough. So now both of you roll athletics checks for me.
And this is where I falter. That's a 4.
Just a bit. Oh. Oh my god. So that's funny, but it's a 6.
Okay. So as you guys are
Aw.
picklocking both of your things, you attempt to hold the cage up, but it's just this sharp pain as you're essentially pushing the left of what's left of the arrow farther through your hand as the wood just escapes through, and you're just like, ugh! As both of your guys' doors slam down at the same time. At this point, you guys will watch as Ruby has managed to pick her lock by using what looks like a tiny little hairpin that she has. That she's kind of stuck it in. Dwarves, you guys trying to get out of your cage or just dealing with it?
I don't think we. Wait, did you say that? No, nothing was tossed to us. Bard was using the crossbow bolt.
I'd say the way that thieves' tools are built to be, I'd say maybe you have them on you, just kind of since they're sneaky,
Right.
in your socks and stuff like that.
Okay, in that
I think
case,
that's interesting. Why not?
Hidden shoe compartment.
Gaia, do you want to maybe help me with using them since I have what some might call exhaustion?
Quick out of game question is, do you have a 6 as your sleight of hand?
I do not, but I have expertise in thieves' tools.
Oh, you get
Which is essentially, yeah, you.
Okay.
So
very good.
I just said sleight of hand because that's what I was using it as default.
Yeah.
It's just a dex with proficiency is all it is.
Yeah.
If you have proficiency.
Oh,
Oh, and Andrew has
Mine's
double
plus
proficiency.
6. Yours would be higher than that, though, I'm guessing.
that would be a 3. I'd have a +7 to my thieves' tools.
Nice.
Okay, so yeah, she'll use the health action just to help you figure out how to position your arm.
Yeah.
Did the noise attract attention? I assume.
You'll see in a moment.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, we're fucked. Bye, guys.
No.
How long will heroism work in this situation?
I have no idea what you said. What'd you say?
How long will heroism work in this situation?
You're echoing through Claire so hard I couldn't hear what you said. I know it's not your fault, Claire. I'm not upset with you. I was just no, it's not your fault. I'm sorry. I just couldn't hear what Katie said because
What? Oh,
you didn't do anything
I'm
wrong.
sorry.
I'm sorry.
I was just asking, how would heroism work right now?
I think it lasts for a minute. Heroism.
Yeah.
Yeah. How long has it been?
What do you mean?
How long is it? If I cast it now, I don't know.
I mean, you can. Well, let me finish explaining what's happening while the stuff first, and then if you want to cast it, you can. Because it'll make more sense in a second. Because I want to see what the dwarves got for their roll.
All right.
I'm sorry,
So
Claire. Please come back.
Here, come back.
what? Oh my fucking god! That's a nat 1 +7.
Fucking
What
job.
the?
Wait,
Wait, do
Andrew.
I have advantage? Don't you have advantage
No,
with
it's a
Claire?
standard.
I have
Standard
disadvantage because I'm exhausted. So,
Oh,
or wait, is this an ability check? Thieves' tools?
Yes.
No, yeah. So yeah, I have disadvantage. The help action was to cancel that out.
Oh boy.
Wow.
Well, what will happen is you'll watch as 3 of the cages all at the same time slam down to the ground. As this happens, you guys will watch as that big boy will spring to life, the crossbow having, and you guys are going to hippity hop into an initiative.
Woo! First initiative with this character. That's
There we go.
literally I rolled a 10. Okay, I mean middle. That's not bad. Let me get my initiative in here.
Is initiative an ability check, or is it just a separate
is.
roll?
It is an ability
Okay.
check, unfortunately.
Gotcha.
Time to delete that message.
Oh, now I get the net 20. Okay.
What's my initiative bonus?
Okay.
Also, not even the one that you
Oh,
Do you want me to
Oh no,
roll
Claire,
separate
you'd
initiative?
have.
Do you want me to roll separate initiative for my
No.
bat?
Nope.
Or do you want it just after my turn?
End
Okay.
of your turn. End of your turn.
Wait, Claire, don't you have
That's
exhaustion?
perfect.
Yes, that's why I rolled the second time. The second time I got 20.
Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't see that.
and
Okay. What initiative did Nick get?
I got a 4.
Lucky for
Okay,
you
that's
guys.
good. That's actually good.
This guy doesn't seem like the kind of guy to yell for help, so it's just him.
Okay.
He's a very quiet man.
well,
We don't have any weapons though.
No, you don't. So, starting the
do have
initiative is Cliggity Claire. Oh, I love that. That's
What? Okay. So she's going to nice though. I have the cantrip, Vicious Mockery, but as a dwarf, all it does is cast disadvantage. So, because she's just psyching people out, because she doesn't have actual magic.
That's helpful though.
Yep. And she's going to run over toward the new fella, and she's gonna look towards unfortunately this large handsome human.
wait. How are you running over there?
Well, is she within 5 feet of this man?
No, you're in the cage still. You guys didn't open your cage.
I thought you said they fell down.
No,
ours
the
did.
other 3 cages fell down, not your guys's.
Great. Never mind then. She's going to back up as far as she can away from this fucker. And she's gonna go. Fuck. I'm gonna cast Vicious Mockery. I'm trying to think of what to say because I'm stupid. She's gonna yell out, as directly to him, not like screaming. But she's gonna say in Antivan, are you really the best they can offer?
Ooh, all right. So I'm making a wisdom save.
Yeah, you would be.
Wow.
Ooh. I'm gonna tell you what. This guy's pretty wise. He got a natural 20.
Okay.
Ooh.
Ah!
By
Mm.
wise, I mean he rolled well. That was a straight roll.
Yeah, it's no. But my spell save DC is not a 20.
Yeah. So is
I
he
don't
just?
think any of our spell save DCs are 20s.
You're gonna watch as when you say that, the tiniest smirk is gonna crawl onto his face. And with that, is that your turn? Or are you gonna attempt to pick the lock at all, or get out? Or
Can I attempt to do a lock picking quick on my
heck
turn?
yeah,
Okay, I wasn't sure if
because it's
the-
action, bonus action.
Okay. So that's 2d20 plus 6. So that's a 10.
No, as you're trying to pick through it, you're just not able to like kind of get through the initial lock. As you're trying to pick through, you're watching as your pick just snaps, and you're like, fuck.
Oh well, on to the next fucker.
All right. So next in the initiative order is Omareed.
I'm assuming for my roll, my thief tools also may have snapped.
No. I mean, you did snap a pick, yeah, but you still have access to more picks. It's a whole kit.
Okay.
But there is currently a lockpick. 2 lockpicks are jammed into the lock at this point. It's quite difficult to get through both. So you already have disadvantage. So that's just what this is, I guess. This is the curse of your exhaustion. Fatal
Two tired
circumstance.
dwarves.
Bonus action combination is to hide. Let's see, disengage, hide, and then a dash. Okay, but I'm not really. Yeah. I guess that's the only thing I can feasibly think of doing. Yeah, I'll just.
Alright. Roll for a lockpicking then. Disadvantage.
Yeah.
Get the double
Got
nat 20.
this.
Double nat 20.
2
I'm
nat
predicting
20.
it.
Here we go. That's a 10.
That is gonna fail. There's now 3 broken lockpicks in the lock.
All right, and then that was an action for me to do,
Yep.
and then I don't think there's literally anything else I can.
Andrew, I don't know if this matters. Are you a thief rogue? No, you're
No,
assassin rogue. Okay.
I'm an assassin. Yeah. I think that's literally all I can do.
Alright. As your turn ends, as you guys are both kind of frantically sitting right very close to each other trying to pick the lock, as this massive man is just getting prepared to just beat the shit all of you. You will watch as now it goes to Flavius' turn. But I'm gonna have you pause for a second. I just need to use the restroom really quick, and then we can
have
continue.
fun.
If anyone else
Cool.
needs to use the restroom, we'll take a
Sounds
quick 5-minute break.
Okay.
We're fucked.
I want to get a drink of water.
Yeah.
But also, I want to say that the dwarves are in a horrible situation right now.
Yeah. When are the dwarves
I'm
not in a horrible situation?
I'm almost wondering if we shouldn't. Yeah, no, hindsight's 2020, so that doesn't matter. Yeah.
Okay.
I feel like you guys are struggling because you're so short. That's why.
No. Everything's people size. Everything's human
'Cause you
size.
can't reach the water. That's what I imagine. But I'm
This
getting a
is
drink of water.
dwarf-phobic. This is dwarf-phobic. I don't
It's
like it.
I want reinstated. Yeah.
I feel like maybe you should just I don't know, get some sleep. Maybe so you're not exhausted. How
Oh
hard is
gee,
that?
what? Oh gee, really, Nikos?
Yeah.
You think? You think?
Yeah, Flavius hasn't been exhausted once yet this entire campaign.
Because you're brand new. Shut up. You're a fresh face.
Since he gets 8 hours of sleep every night.
See, okay.
Oh wow. If only
I was
we were so
trying to get
fortunate.
8 hours of sleep. I was trying to get 8 hours of sleep, but you people are so hellbent on escaping when I'm tired.
It's
This is
only
mean.
it's only 50% of the party that is actually going to be dead. I wonder why we're trying to escape.
Oh my god.
I won't lie, based off of that, and again, hindsight's 2020. If Claire, you and I just didn't do anything, because technically we would have just been let out the next day, based on what the king was saying. But now that this guy, I'm assuming he's seen us actively try to lockpick the cage.
Unless you're trying to relock it.
No, we're not trying to fix it. Okay.
It's still
not
locked.
that stupid. It's impossible for him to be that fucking dumb.
Feeble
Gail was
mind.
just gonna talk her way out of this, or at least attempt to, and just
Because
say,
that's
maybe I can just
yeah.
ask my mommy to pick me up. Do you mind if you just have an Antiva dwarf just walk across the border for a little bit? She'll be here in a week. Just
I
keep
don't
you all
know.
fed and I'll be happy. I will do nothing.
I don't know if they care enough to do that. I'm hoping they do. Don't get me wrong. Just
Family! More powerful lyrium tree family! Why don't they let me go? I'm important!
why
Politically!
my
I don't wanna die. Someone inform my next of kin. I'm gonna blame
I
this
don't know.
on the rest of you people. I don't take responsibility at all.
Oh gee, thanks, Claire.
Okay, listen. Gay is not one to take responsibility for many actions, and it doesn't help that she was attempting to craft this story and the rest of she wasn't even lying. Yeah, technically she didn't hire these Kunari, but they were helping her because she's fragile. Then he just choked me in a not very fun way. This was mean. I was doing pretty well for myself, if I do say.
Yeah, it's we all got some. I don't know what's happening with our rolls tonight.
I have consistently horseshit rolls in this campaign. Consistently.
Hey, everybody.
Hi. I'm
Hello.
bitching again. Big surprise.
Alright.
Can't I roll higher than a 10? Bad.
The exhaustion's really killing
This
us
is
right now.
Yeah, this is a bitch. I think there's been a total of I think there's been a total of maybe 3 hours the entire campaign that I haven't had a fucking point of exhaustion.
I think there's been amongst the group maybe about, I think, 8 solid, very good successes. Other than that,
Wow. I feel like the most successful person in our group is Ruby and
Ru-
Feldspar.
Ruby and Feldspar, yeah. I mean, Omari.
One of them's the DM and one of them's an unbreakable tank.
This
Yeah.
is true.
Except they were just broken just now. Gotta
Just
Not
say.
broken. Paralyzed.
Feldspar
Yeah.
weighs less than 5 pounds, right?
No.
Well,
He's
wait,
got
Uh-huh.
nice in his
since I
offspring. He's a baby. But yeah. Surprise, the ones made of flesh and mortal are the ones that are constantly damaged.
I'm not surprised. Do you think that this guy can fail a wisdom save of 10? Or do you think they'll pass?
Yes, he'll fail.
All right. Is everyone here?
I think so.
Mm-hmm.
Nick?
Yeah, I'm still here.
Andrew?
Yep.
Andy?
No, I'm
Catherine?
Not here. I'm here.
Cliggy Claire?
Unfortunately.
Nakos?
My name is Catherine. No.
Yes.
All right, perfect. Whose turn did we leave off on? Nikos' turn. Flavius, what are you
Think
doing?
mine. I have 2 questions that will determine that. Number 1, if the cage were to say be double the size, would the dwarves be able to squeeze through the bars?
Yes, but if you're doing enlarge reduce, you can't do it on inanimate object.
Yeah, you can.
Can you?
Wait,
It says as long as it's the second question was, is the cage being worn or carried? You can't do it on an object if it's being worn or carried.
Oh, then
Well, I don't know.
yes. If the holes were that
Oh.
big, the dwarves could just simply escape.
Then reaching into my pouch behind my back, I take out a little bit of iron powder and spread it in front of me, and say, "All right, you two had better be able to wiggle your way out of there." And I'm going to cast enlarge reduce or enlarge on the cage, so it doubles in all dimensions as my action. And then I'm going to say, Jim, could you go deal with that guy? And the dead body in the cage is going to stand up and is going to move over to the lion and the Antivan lion. Is he within 10 feet of us?
The Elivan guy? Yeah, he's within 10 feet of you at least.
Then Jim, my zombie, is going to attempt to make a grapple check against this guy as his action.
Okay.
So he gets a plus. I need to look up the zombie stat again. I think it's +1.
Fuck you,
So,
Jim!
just
Fuck
kind of-
you! Stealing all my Reese's Pieces!
Fuck you.
Fuck you, Jim! Fuck you! Stealing all my Reese's Pieces!
He put my lyrium in Jello again. That's I got a 10 for his.
Get the fuck outta here,
athletics
Jim.
to grab.
Yeah,
Shit.
no, he gets a
I
24.
assumed. Yeah.
You're gonna watch
so
as he
Jim is just kind of.
You're gonna watch as he takes his crossbow. He's gonna slam it against your zombie's chest, flipping him up and down, kind of onto his back as he just jumps backwards as your zombie kind of crawls back upwards.
Ooh. All right. Well, you were better than that, Jim. All right. Well, okay. Coming out of your pension, and then my familiar is going to just kind of stay flying up in the air for its action, just keeping an eye out, and that's it for my turn.
Okay. It is Elandria's turn.
Really?
Mhm.
How many people's shit can I grab out of our bucket? Or is the bucket gone?
The box is an iron box, and as I said earlier, it appears that he
It
had
has a magical lock.
casted a magical lock on it. Yep.
I forgot about the magical lock.
It is carryable though, but it would give you half movement. It's just very heavy. It's a very large
Well-
metal iron box. You'd have to attempt to roll to pick it up too.
Presumably, my staff is in there, and we need that staff. Or at least I think I need that staff. So I'm going to try to pick it up.
All right, roll an athletics check.
Athletics. Let's see. Does the dying old woman's body have a good athletics? Nope, it doesn't.
Carry a metal box.
It's enough to carry the metal box.
16! Jesus!
Wow.
Jeez.
I really want this staff, you guys. I really want this staff.
You pick up the metal box as you run behind the lion. However, this is going to put you in range of him now. So if you move out of his range, he will get an opportunity attack.
Then well, he's grappled right now, isn't he?
No.
No. Very much.
No, I failed.
Oh, I'm sorry. I missed that. I was going in and out again with the Discord. I'm going to hope that Jim can grapple him the next turn, and I'm going to not move out of range from him. But I am going to use my bonus action to third level healing word on myself, because I have 1 hit point, and I'm no good dead.
That's fair.
You're using healing word, not cure wounds, correct?
Yeah, because Cure Wounds is an action, and I use
Just
my
wanted
action
to
to
make
pick
sure.
up the box.
Yep. Just wanted to make sure. I figured you know what
I
you're
know
doing.
the rules, Kai. I know the rules.
All right, Dash.
I don't. I know nothing.
You should just do whatever you want. Murder's okay.
Well, yeah, I mean, that is factually correct.
I saw the best
You have
video
to make
ever
your own path.
that was about Kiyoshi the other day, and it was like Kiyoshi and canon. Aang, sometimes there's bad people that you're just going to have to kill to keep the peace, because it's your job to keep the balance, and if someone's breaking the balance, then you have to do what you need to do. And it's like Kiyoshi in the fan's eyes, and it's just like, yo, murder's all right, just fucking kill that dude.
Oh my
She's
god.
valid either way.
I'm gonna take my size 8 and stomp fucking Roku. Just kill Sozin. He's gotta have a comet, dude. I just love it. I love it. I love Kiyoshi. Kiyoshi's best. Anyways, yeah, you heal for 13 hit points. Is that your turn?
Yes, it is. That's 2 away from max healing. That's exactly what I need right now.
Sounds good. All right, Avard, it's your turn. You and Cerebus.
So all I can think of doing is to pull Cerebus out of the cage right now, and so the way that I'm gonna explain casting this spell is that a bard is gonna stare down this guy really menacingly, and I'm casting Crown of Madness on him.
Ooh.
Oh.
All right, so he's making a what save?
A wisdom save.
Ooh.
Hoping he does
He
bad.
gets a 7.
Yay, thank gosh. Okay, who's in the area though?
Like, who else might get hit by it is in an AoE?
No, I have a question. How far away is the encampment?
You guys are in the encampment, but on the far edge of it, which is really not a good place to put your prisoners, but they got this big guy here, so.
Is so I don't. So the spell says that the charmed target must use an action moving on each of its turns to make a melee attack against a creature other than itself that I mentally choose. The target can act normally if you choose no creature. But so can I choose a creature I can't see though?
No.
Are there any like is there like that elf guy still
No.
near the encampment?
What you could do is pick, like, someone that's tougher of your group. Like, if you wanted to pick, like, Feldspar or something like that, might be a good
Or
idea.
Jim.
Or
Or
Jim,
Jim.
yeah, I was
Literal
really gonna say
fodder.
Jim.
Literal fodder for
Eat up
this.
the corpse.
I know, but I just want him to leave us and go attack the camp.
I'm gonna read Crown of
I
Madness
don't-
really quick, because I'm not entirely understanding.
Crown of
One second.
Madness doesn't control movement. He can only hit something that is nearby him. I think.
No, it says before moving on each of its turns.
Right. Before moving, so he can't move before he attacks.
Oh. Well, if I pick a different creature then, like, that's not really in front of him, what does he do? Does he just... Oh, I guess I have to pick Jim then, because he has to attack someone.
That's fine. That's why he's here. I also have Crown of Madness. This is why Jim exists.
Okay, well, I'm picking Jim. Either way, I'm picking
Jim is tough. Jim can take it.
Poor Jim.
Leave him alone. And then, what is the best... Where is the best place to escape to? What direction should I go in if I wanted to escape?
One second, I'm reading everything.
Oh, actually,
So, something I
door.
something
Sorry,
I didn't know
what'd
about
you ask,
Crown.
Katie?
What?
What'd you say? What do you want to do?
Well, the dwarves are out of the cage, right?
The dwarves
Will be.
are able to fit through their cage now, but they are not currently out because they just haven't had a turn.
Okay. Well then, where's the best place to go if I wanted to leave this place?
Run away back behind the cages. Just start running into the fields.
Okay, well I'm grabbing Cerebus and we're running.
And you picked Jim, correct, as the body to beat the shit out of?
Yes, I'm just gonna go to the group. Run now, he is distracted.
Okay.
And then I'm going to be dashing 60 feet with Cerebus.
Okay.
Goodbye. That's me.
All right. It is now his turn. This is actually a bit sad because he was gonna do. Oh no, because he technically had his. Oh, that messes up what he was gonna do. So he has to
What?
attack Jim. Like if he
Uh,
has multiple attacks, he just only has to use his first attack
One of
on
them.
him.
Or-
Oh.
Wait, actually, I think it's his whole action, but I don't
Must
remember.
use- It says the charm target must use its action before
Make one
moving
attack.
to make a melee attack on a creature other than itself.
All right. So
That's
since,
a really good play because that's really good.
yeah. So that means I have to use my multi-attack.
Oh, the target can make a wisdom saving throw at the end of each of its turns. On a
Okay.
success, the spell ends. That's horrible, actually.
All right.
I only gave time for me to escape. I'm so sorry.
He's
All
also
right.
charmed by you.
You're gonna
So-
guys are going to hear a coming from above. Actually, that was horrible. That sounded like a crow. I can't do an eagle sound. You guys are gonna hear a massive, like falcon-ish eagle sound as an eagle is going to fly down, and you're gonna watch as it's just gonna try to rip apart your bat. As this giant falcon comes down trying to kill your bat. So yeah, your eagle's gonna make an attack on your bat. What is it? AC a 11?
12. Its AC is 12.
All right, so the eagle narrowly misses as the bat just flutters over away like. The eagle is gonna then come down and it's gonna land. It's gonna do a flyby essentially, so it's gonna be sitting next to behind Jim, giving advantage to this boyo.
Oh yeah.
Yep. So he's going to get advantage, which gives him sneak attack.
Poor Jim.
Oh shit.
All right,
Sneak
that's
attack.
going to be a 19 to hit Jim. I'm assuming that hits Jim.
Oh yeah.
Is
It's
Jim
double
immune
his
to
armor
poison?
class, yeah. He is immune to poison.
Gotcha.
He's a
So this
zombie.
is going to be a lot less, but there's still going to be all of this sneak attack damage.
I supplied the eagle. I was gonna play it through Groovy, but then I was like, I has tracks skewed, so I won't.
That eagle's
All right,
beautiful.
Jim's going to take 17 damage on the first attack,
Oof. Okay.
and then the
17?
second one's going to be an 18 to hit,
Yes, that hits.
and that's going to be just a measly 4 damage.
Okay. Jim is 18, 19, 20, 21. He has 1 hit point.
He's going to, oh my god, he's going to make a wisdom save, of which he fails.
Jim?
No, he's making the
Oh, the guy,
wisdom
okay.
save, the Merit of Madness. So you have distracted him essentially another turn. But what he's going to do is he's going to go run over as close as he can to Flavius,
Oh shit.
staring you down as his arm and sword is holding over, pointed towards Jim still, as he seems like he's trying to pull it back towards himself and then aiming back towards Jim and pulling back towards himself.
Shit.
All right, so that brings us to Feldspar's turn.
Okay, well, I'm gonna get up. Look at this Antivian fellow.
Yeah.
Well, you're not who I wish I could do this to, but you will suffice, as I'm going to bonus action rage, so I'm gonna have to roll d10.
Ooh.
Oh yeah. Oh, if it killed this. Oh my god, this could hurt me.
4, so that means I have to check now the thing, just to make sure I know what I'm doing. Wild Soul Barbarian. What does 4 do? Let's find out.
Don't be the bee.
Until your rage ends, you gain a +2 bonus to your AC, and whenever a creature within 10 feet of you hits you with an attack, that creature takes force damage equal to your con modifier, so 5.
Oh,
Nice.
So, for my rage, I have a 19 AC on that. That's pretty good.
Nice.
As I'm going to make 2 attacks against him.
All right, you do
First
that.
one being reckless.
I'm gonna be right back. I just
Got
have to go grab, put this food away.
Let's do that. First one, reckless.
when they get out of that cage, Nick, guess who's gonna get one size category larger?
I was guessing that
Huh.
that would make a lot of sense.
Mhm.
So 16, and then a nat
The
20
door
on my second hit. So I'll take that.
Oh wait,
Ooh.
does he do? Does Ty do the special crit rules in this game as well?
Yes, I'm hoping
Oh
he does.
shit! Oh shit!
Wasn't that what happened last time?
No.
That is.
Yeah.
Well, he did it in the Star Wars for sure, but I don't remember if he did it in
Mhm.
anything yet. I hope.
Oh,
He's changing it because that's the way that Chris does it, and it's fun that way.
I think it's much more fun as well. I do that
I
in
think
my
it
game
is too.
too, because it's so satisfying. Of like, it's so unsatisfying to get a crit and roll 2 1s for double
Yeah.
damage.
Yeah.
Mm.
I'm a big fan of the crit decks that people use, that Wizards of the Coast makes.
Yes.
Right.
Oh yeah.
Those are even more fun. Oh my
Alright,
god, I have
what'd
a
you
DM
get to
that
hit?
uses them for every crit.
First hit
Amazing.
with reckless attack was a 16.
As you're going to do that, he's going to take out that sword detached from the crossbow. And he's going to bring it out to kind of parry up your attack, making it miss.
The second one's a nat 20.
And that one hits.
Okay. So I
So remember how we do nat 20s, where you're going to just take
Yes.
the actual damage is going to be a max damage, and then the secondary roll you get from getting a crit is going to be rolled.
That's plus 13. So 15 damage.
Yeah.
As I'm just gonna punch him downwards. Just as well, not really downwards because I'm not that big anymore. I'm just gonna punch him, just pissed off.
Yeah, as you come over and you just punch him, you'll feel your fist make contact with his armor, but usually your fists land pretty damn hard. Any squishy thing you've ever hit usually just gets pummeled in your strike. He just kind of slides back a little bit as he just looks back at you and just goes,
Come on. Show it. Or are you gonna hide more? Come on.
as
That's
you
it.
hit him,
Mhm.
interesting, something is going to happen. You're going to make a dex save.
Got it.
Oh.
Is this a magical one?
Yes.
Got it.
Actually, technically, no, not the way he's doing it. Like,
Well, I
it would
still
be,
get a.
but it isn't.
Okay. Well, I technically still have advantage thanks to danger sense.
Yes, yes, yes.
Ooh, dangerous.
So it doesn't really matter though. So it's a 7.
1 second, I forgot the name
So-
of the spell.
In a hellish rebuke. Is that what you're thinking of?
He's just not doing the magic version of it because the magic's not like mages in this world. You know what I mean? So.
Kind of.
Like, he's not a mage. He just has the spells
it.
because of his class.
He's gonna set you on
Got-
fire.
So he's
Gotcha.
essentially what he's gonna do is he's gonna pull out like a little satchel bomb almost that he's gonna pull out. It's like a little bag with explosive stuff in it. He's gonna smack it towards your chest, and you're gonna watch as he just across his chest. You're gonna watch as he pulls a match, kind of tosses it down onto this little thing as it's gonna go poof, and explode for 3d10.
Sounds good. It's fire still.
Is this element of surprise?
I did that one,
Or
Andrew.
hellish
You're gonna
rebuke,
take-
or others.
19
Uh.
cut in half, so you're gonna take. What's that? 9 plus 9 would be 18, so you take 10 damage.
Got it.
Alright. With that, it is top of the order again, I believe. It is Gaia's turn. The bars are far big enough for you to enter through now.
Cool. She's leaving through the bars in the opposite direction of this large man. Because, you know, every woman for herself at this point. She's got 11 hit points. And Alondra is going in that direction too, so Sarah about to borrow it. And she's going to attempt to fire off one more vicious mockery and an Antivan once again. Just say, I hope the metal man kicks your ass as she runs.
He fails this time, so he has disadvantage on his next attack.
Yay!
So now he has normal. Cause...
Yes. Well, no,
He
because he
did
can
a
attack
reckless
you. He
attack.
has to kill Jim.
Oh, well, okay then.
Oh my god! Jim!
Jim's my... Is I'm gonna beat him up. He's like, I want to attack this metal thing, but...
I hit the zombie!
But fucking Jim.
Fuck you, Jim! Fuck you! Coming in here stealing all my Reese's Pieces! Sorry, guys. It's really loud. I'm so sorry. I just love that.
Is a dead body considered a creature, by the way?
This one is a
Yes.
creature because it's undead.
But if it like dies, is it?
No. If it
He's no
dies,
longer a
then
creature.
it's a dead body.
He's got a name.
It's
He's
Jim.
got-
Jim's Jim.
Fuck you, Jim. Alright,
Well,
it's
time-
Omeryd's turn.
Okay.
Now.
Which way did Elandria go off to?
She's running with everyone else.
Actually, right now, I believe I'm still right there.
Oh yeah,
'Cause I didn't-
that's right.
I didn't leave his range.
No, you're not in his
Oh.
range anymore because he left your range, but you're over right next to the edge
Oh,
of the
okay.
cage where Flavius was. Currently, standing in front of the cage where Flavius could leave, stands this boyo waiting for him to come through. So, anyways, it's your turn, Omarid.
Right. Yeah, I'll follow after Gaia. Try to slip through the bars and then just kind of follow after her.
Sounds good. You're not doing anything else?
I mean, I'll take a bonus action dash and use my action to dash. You know, just zip on out of here. No, I will. I will run in the direction of Gaia, but in an action, I will use a dash. As a bonus action, I will use... No, I'm not going to try that. I'm just running. Just all actions dash.
All right, yeah, you just start. Omarid, as you guys are all running, Omarid kind of agrees with that idea, but you'll watch as he, like, Captain America sprints past you guys of just... just kind of running into the field.
He runs like the Lorax, except faster.
All right. By the way, that hits. Alondria.
How much damage does this box do?
Roll 1d10 plus strength.
Nice. I just love the idea that she's just whacking him with his big giant box.
That's amazing.
Because it's a frail old lady body. Look at all the shit she's doing with this frail old lady body. She's gonna have so many broken bones afterwards. Heaven.
Yeah. Good job.
Thanks.
All right. With that, it is no longer Omarid's turn. It is now Flavius's turn.
All right. So Flavius's exit is currently blocked by this guy. Is there any way for Flavius to get around him, or is he like entirely in the way? He
You
needs
would
to
get
move
an
to get out.
opportunity attack if you go by him.
Did the firebomb use his reaction?
Yes.
Okay.
He has 6 more reactions. No, I'm kidding.
Well, I'm worried because he might be able to do it for free. Was my stuff kind of in or near that box as well, or is my stuff somewhere else that I just don't know?
That stuff, your stuff would also be in that box. That seems to be the box for the prison stuff here.
Okay. I'm going to look at Feldspar now. And dropping Enlarge on the cage by casting another concentration spell of Enlarge on Feldspar. I say, can you please, can you grab those 2 barrels over there for me? Those are mine. I wouldn't mind bringing those with me. That would be fantastic. Thank you, Feldspar. That's your name, right? As I'm going to try to, kind of slip past this guy.
I look at myself. Hey, you got me this form. I'll fucking take it.
And then I'll kind of bonus action, snap my fingers, my bat vanishes. Jim is gonna move forward and give Feldspar the help action. So Feldspar, you have advantage on your next attack roll or ability check.
Okay.
Gotcha.
As Jim's probably dying action. And then I'm just gonna kind of slip past and try to get past and start running in the same direction as everyone else of right now.
Able to just get about 5 feet behind Gaia. Just
Awesome.
about. Being close to where Avard, Cerebos are as well, and then Omarid's just fucking booking it. So now it is Alondria's turn. I'll just run it.
Okay, well now I don't have to disengage, so I'm going to bonus action do another 3rd level healing word on myself really quick here.
Is that somatic? Because you're holding a big ass box.
Good point. Let's find out. No, it shouldn't be. It's healing word. It's just 1 word, I'm pretty sure.
Oh, I think you're correct. I think it's just speaking. So if that's the case, yeah.
The
Yep,
box is just
verbal.
spellcast and focus now.
Yeah, I mean,
Use
my
it
spellcasting
accordingly.
focus is in the box, so.
No, that okay. No. But if it's just a word, then you're good.
Shoot. Okay, so that means I can't do what I really wanted to do to optimize, which was do that and then fire off an Eldritch Blast. But that does have a somatic component.
Whack
Correct?
him with the
So I'm
box
gonna
again.
go do that. If I whack him with the box again, then I have to disengage again.
No, because he
I
doesn't
feel
have a
like you
reaction.
should.
He doesn't have a reaction. So you could just run away.
Oh, true. All right, you know what? To hell with it. I'm gonna whack him with the box
It's the
after I
same
heal
damage as
myself.
the
I'm gonna do that.
Eldritch Blast still, because you don't get the modifier to the damage either way, so.
Except for it's 2d10 because we're level 5.
Yeah, true.
What am I doing? I'm rolling 3d4 is what I'm doing. Plus 3. That's 12. This is very good for me.
Yeah, almost max.
Nice.
And then I'm going to do that roll to hit. Yeah.
Yeah.
3d20.
That hits?
Nice. And then I'm gonna roll 1d10 and do 8 damage. Yes. And then she's booking it. That's her turn.
You can hear an auditory
She's like
amount of
deathly
anger
silent the
coming
whole
from this
time.
guy as you hit him in the back again with that metal box. You're just gonna watch as he spins his head and looks at you with just pure disappointment.
Oh, he's just disappointed in me.
Just
He's like
as you run.
disappointed parent.
So it is now Avard and Cerebus's turn.
Question: how far away is Alondria from us? What's the box?
Alandria is about the same distance behind you as the other guy, as Flavius. So only about 5 feet behind you guys.
Okay. Since she's carrying the box, Avard is gonna go back, sending Cerebus forward, but go back to grab the box from Alondria. And then run forward to try to catch up with. I think Omari's ahead of us.
Alondra's not letting go of that box.
I'm gonna carry it for you. But
You can either pick up you can either pick up the box and Alondria or leave the box with Alondria.
Avard's gonna approach you and take the box from you.
Roll contested
So am I
athletics.
making a check here?
Yeah,
She's
contested
gonna hold on to
athletics.
this fucking box.
He's gonna say, "I'm going to take the box so we can move faster." Is what he's gonna say. But yes.
Contested
In like the most
athletics.
horrific voice that you've ever heard come out of this body before, you just hear her go, "No!"
All right, Bilbo Baggins.
15.
Come on, I want to see Avard lose. Oh.
Damn
23.
it! As
ripping
you
the
pull it out of
box
my
out.
hands, she's gonna scream even louder. No!
Okay. Around you guys doing that, you're gonna hear.
Fuck.
That's the loudest thing you guys have
He's
done
gonna,
yet.
can Avard also try to carry Alondria by just grabbing onto her arm and like dragging her now?
Yeah.
She'll gladly come up into your arms if you grab her.
No, he's dragging you.
Oh, you're dragging me on purpose.
He's angry that you made that much noise while we're trying to run away.
I mean, she's angry that you took her precious, so
I'm carrying
fair
you in the
enough.
box.
Everybody's angry. All right, is that the end of your turn, Avard?
How far do I catch up with Omri or?
Yeah, so you can actually go farther than Omerid because Omerid only has 25 movement, right? So the dash was only 50.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I did a third one then, so I went 75.
Oh yeah, okay, then you're still behind Omerid by about 10 feet.
Are we close to like an area that we can escape to?
No, you're running into a field.
Okay, that's good to know. Thank you, Alondria. That's me. No, I really liked it though. Actually, I'm sorry I'm bullying you.
No, you've upset Andy. Now you have to
No,
go
I'm
in the
sorry,
punishment box.
Andy. No, Andy, I'm sorry.
Oh no.
Wow.
Oh no.
I didn't mean it. No, I'm not angry with you.
What, me?
Yes.
Oh no, it's just Discord. It's just Discord. This is what's been happening to me all night, literally.
Oh
I
my
didn't do
I,
anything. Discord keeps kicking me
I was
out, and then I just have to come back in all the time and refresh my page constantly. It's been awful. It's not you at all whatsoever.
Katie's in the punishment box.
Ty, I literally, it has nothing to do with
Katie
anything.
is in the punishment box.
Ah.
This is just cruel and unusual punishment.
Hello. Oh.
There.
All right,
Do you
quit
hear
it,
my
both of
hello?
you. All right. Is that your turn, Avard?
Yeah, that's me. Sorry.
All right, it is this guy's turn. You're going to watch as his hawk is going to swing down,
Jim.
attempting to kill Jim.
Jim! My precious baby.
What's Jim's AC?
A big ol' 8. I assume he's not wearing armor. He wasn't like a
Oh,
guard or
no.
something in prison,
Okay,
right?
so this
Yeah,
hawk
so
actually.
8. So it's
There's
8.
how much health did he have? 1.
He has 1, but
It did-
he has undead fortitude. He has undead fortitude, which means when he hits 0, he needs to make a Constitution save. The DC of 5 plus the damage taken.
Okay, so that's gonna be max damage, so it's gonna be 7 damage.
So I need to roll an 11 Constitution save or higher.
Yep.
Oh my god, I rolled a 18 plus 3, 21.
All right. Does he die and then come back up though?
So let me see. Let's see what it says. Damage reduces zombie to 0 hit points. It must make a Constitution saving throw with a DC of 5. Unless the damage is radiant or from a critical hit. On a success, the zombie drops to 1 hit point instead. So I think flavor-wise, whatever you want it to look like.
No, okay. So it just kind of get knocks down. You watch as this guy's head gets ripped off by the falcon as it just rips it off and pulls it away. But you watch as Jim just puts up his fist like fisticuffs and starts still heading over, just kind of slapping at this guy's armor, not damaging him, but distracting him so that Feldspar gets advantage. And then you watch as this guy just goes, and you'll watch as his first melee attack is going to strike the zombie. Dealing.
Come on, buddy.
It's gonna hit.
Yeah.
It's gonna be max damage
Oh, shit.
for what he does against zombie at least of 11 damage.
So I need to roll a 16 or higher.
Yep.
And that's a fail. That's a 10. So
All right, Jim's
Jim
dead.
is dead.
All right, with that, he is
Long
going
live the
to
king.
whip down his crossbow bolt, and non-lethally he is going to aim at Flavius.
Oh shit.
You're going to watch, as he's doing this, you're going to watch as his falcon goes over and is going to head you off, kind of standing in front of you, giving him sneak attack.
Oh no. Flavius.
That is going to be an 18 to hit.
Oh fuck. Yeah, that hits.
Make a con save.
Okay. Big money, no whammies. Come on, baby. Plus, okay. That's a 14.
Do you have any resistances or immunities? Because you failed.
Let me check. Oh, let me check one spell real quick. Because I don't have resistance to poison, that's for sure. Come on. Why did it bring me to this and not the description? Come on, load. There we go. Yeah, no resistance. I take full damage.
All right. You're going to take 42 non-lethal damage.
Whoa.
I am unconscious.
I'll just get rid of enlarge.
Yeah.
You're going to watch as he whips down his crossbow, and you're going to watch as a crossbow bolt, and you're going to watch as it pins right in the back of Flavius' shoulder blade, and you're just going to give me like a one-liner as you're knocked unconscious.
Well, here we go again.
Okay. Well, as you're gonna watch as he just spins across the air, you'll watch as a kind of like goofy like bleh face kind of like rips across his face as the poison just numbs his body as he just slides across the ground over towards Avard.
Oh, me? What?
Yeah, he slides over towards you.
Wait, is this guy that close to us? Whoa.
Well, no,
No,
he just
me.
got knocked across the ground.
But I'm like,
No, not the bad guy. The
No,
Nikos.
Nikos.
I just, oh,
No, he got hit really hard, sweetheart. He got
Yeah.
fucking.
I was also like a good at least 30 feet out before because I moved around him.
This
yeah,
is
we
a
were at like
big
the same
crossbow.
point, you and I.
Yeah.
I got confused by, it was a bow and arrow, right?
It's a crossbow bolt, so it's very powerful.
I just got scared because I thought the bad guy was like right behind us, and I was like, whoa.
You're gonna watch as he whips his crossbow back onto his shoulder and brings his sword and defensively stands before the golem now, knowing that he's taken out his target. I think
Just for the
that's
hell of
all
it,
his attacks.
I know I'm unconscious, but I do want to say if I was conscious, I would have succeeded on the Constitution save for concentration. I rolled 22, but it doesn't matter because I'm unconscious. I just wanted to see.
God damn it.
All right. With that, how much does this puppy have? Actually, that's crazy. Okay. Yeah, you're gonna watch as that falcon afterwards is gonna come back and be flying behind Feldspar. Yep, like a little bit out of distance. So out of a 10-foot range. Because he's got crazy movement. Holy cow! All right, so
That is a falcon.
yeah. And it's gonna bring us to Feldspar's turn.
Ride
Okay.
that bird.
I'm gonna shout to everyone. Keep running. I'll deal with them. Just remember, War in the Dog King. As I'm going to 3 attacks on this guy.
Jesus Christ.
Oh, fuck.
With all advantage because I got aided a lot.
Holy shit.
Jeez.
So first attack.
Use his uncomfortability that Jim provided to
Yeah.
crush his skull.
I forgot to do the advantage of it, so I'll just roll that again. Thought I typed it in correctly, but I did not. So the first attack will be a 14.
Okay, that misses.
I was guessing. Second attack will be.
That misses.
Oh, Jesus, I'm sucking.
Come on.
You got this.
My third attack is a 21.
That one will hit.
Cool. It's not going to be as much because it's my offhand, but it's still something. Still rage damage, so I'm not angry about that. 8 damage.
Yeah.
Okay.
You'll be watching as this guy's quite. This is probably the most impressive
Yeah.
clothes wearer you've ever met because he's blocking your attacks with a sword. As he's bringing it up, he'll watch as he'll put his hand behind the blade as each of your punches is kind of caught. Eventually, you'll be able to just punch the sword into him a bit. As again, he just kind of slides across the ground, not giving you even a little bit of response. As this happens, you watch as the lion head begins to tilt back a little bit, and you'll see this marking.
Oh.
Is it Marky Mark?
I'm waiting visuals.
Me too, I'm waiting. I'm looking at the bat.
That's Norris.
You'll see that marking on his head.
Oh
Gotcha.
no.
Ah.
As I'm gonna look again. Keep running, you clothed ones. Just remember my mission.
I'm sorry.
As
so
I'm gonna
sorry.
stay there in a defensive stance. Not meaning anything, but just doing it.
Hey, I have a question.
Yes.
Where's Ruby?
Ruby is sprinting. Ruby's keeping up with you guys. Is that it? Is that
Yeah,
Foster?
that's basically it. Just shout into the rest, keep running, and
Sounds good.
stay ready to fight.
Omarid, I'm assuming you're just triple dashing?
Yeah, that's gonna be the best bet. Yeah, just triple dashing.
Yeah,
It's rogues.
yeah. I mean, yeah,
We gotta get out of here.
yeah. You gotta get out of there.
I gotta go
Sorry.
fast.
Very sorry to feel inspired.
Or are you very sorry?
You're gonna die.
Possibly. I don't know. I'm gonna try to defend and then run after I deal with this person, but we'll see.
And grab my barrels, right?
I have faith.
Maybe.
That's top
I
priority,
thought
right?
that I thought that I had. I thought it was in the container that we shared. but
I doubt 2 full barrels would fit into that box.
Oh.
All right. So,
Comfort me as we all die.
what? So you just running, Claire?
Oh, absolutely. I'm going. My cat's here now to give me emotional support for when we're shot.
Sounds good. Omarid, what are you doing?
I said I was just triple dashing, just moving then double dashing.
Sounds good. Back
my
to you,
God.
Flavius.
Get out of there.
You're just stabilized.
Yeah, I was gonna say it's probably knockout poison. Cool.
Alondria.
I'm going to. I'm assuming we're within 30 feet of Flavius still.
Yes.
So Flavius
like, right in
gets
his range.
Actually, let me. Oh, could I? Is it being that I'm dragged on the ground? Is it possible that I could like reach out and touch him?
Wait. Yes.
Then I'm gonna reach out and touch him. And I'm gonna use Cure Wounds, and I think. Give me a second here. Yeah, I think I'm gonna. Yeah, I think I'm gonna. Is it worth it? Is it worth it? Is it worth it?
The answer is never.
I'm just making decisions. I'm gonna do it now. I'm gonna do it now because, yes, I think this is worth it in the long run, just in case. I'm gonna, kind of just like gnaw, or I probably don't have to because I'm probably like covered in bruises and shit and like bleeding out. I'm just gonna kind of like dig into one of my wounds, letting a little bit of blood out, and use that blood to blood magic cast Cure Wounds.
Whoa!
Nice.
On what's his fucking name, Flavius, as I reach out my bloodied hand and like slap it onto your unconscious body and just kind of mutter a couple words. It's only going to be first level because I don't want to die.
No, that's completely reasonable.
So let me just subtract my hit points first. 6, and then yes, that's correct. And then I have to roll for it over here. Fuck. And my computer is once again refusing to roll, so I have to go to my phone.
This is Katie's fault. You know what, Katie? Back to the punishment box.
Oh, God.
We all live in the punishment box when you think about it.
All right, to the
Right.
punishment box.
Oh.
6 healing to Flavius, and then I have to make a save.
What?
6 healing to
The rest
Flavius.
of you- Oh! I will take that.
Where's
let me just
Katie's
roll
being a
this.
punk? Stop being a punk.
What do you mean?
What do you mean? I will.
Thank goodness. Okay, and I'm Gooch. I am Gooch.
Yeah.
All right. And I think that's my turn.
Sounds good.
Yeah,
All right.
I'm gonna.
By the way, as I reach out to Flavius, before I do that, like that whole situation, she's just gonna kind of sigh really heavily, like, I guess I have to save him. And before she rips out part of this flesh body that she's in and slaps it onto him.
Oh.
Aw,
Sounds good.
nice. A nice first.
All right. With that, are you running? You're running, correct? After that,
Me?
yeah, you're gonna move.
I'm being dragged by a
Oh,
Kunari.
that's right.
Oh yeah.
I will let you go if you want to run. I would prefer you by yourself.
I mean, I can start like picking up my feet and trying to run.
Yeah, you can join in and like run with Avard. I'll say you're like able to just move your movement on Avard's turn. Speaking of which, it is Avard's turn and Cerebus's turn.
Can I just use my reaction to like let go of Alondria so she runs farther out than me?
What?
She's gonna stick
Before
close by to
I-
you.
Either way, Avard is gonna let go of Alondria. Like as a reaction, can Avard just let go of Alondria so she has free movement?
Sounds good.
Nice.
Because he's going to instead pick up Flavius.
Yeah. Roll No, you're strong enough to pick up this young guy. Yeah, you can just rip him up into your arms and have regular movement. Actually, give me athletics for regular movement is what I'm gonna do. That makes sense. Because usually it'd be half movement, but I'll have you make a chance to have a high roll to get not half movement. Yeah, you're able to just pick him up and effortlessly run.
Nice.
And I'm making Cerebus run with me. Still looking for an area to escape to. I don't know. I've
Still
moved,
nothing yet.
A total.
You guys are currently running towards those that pillared area. With that, is that your turn?
Yes.
Sounds good. All right, it is the scary boy's turn. You're going to watch as he's standing in front of you, Feldspar. You're going to watch as he pulls out this small sack from his side. You're going to watch as he throws it down to the ground and it's going to kind of puff up in a huge black cloud. And as you look in front of you, he's gone, as well as his falcon.
Oh.
And then it's your turn.
I don't like that.
Well, do I notice that our newfound friend, is back up?
Yep.
Oh, then I'm just gonna grab the barrels and start running with them.
All right.
Yes.
With that, initiative is going to end. As you guys are all sprinting, gathering closer to each other. Omarid and Gaia are definitely keeping the lead for a while. And then you guys end up catching up to behind them, at least by a little bit, as you guys are all running, sprinting for these pillars. You guys will hear, as for a moment, the camp all rushes to life. But you watch as the soldiers kind of like begin to run outside of the camp, looking around. And you'll just hear that Tevinter in the far distance just yell out and just be like, "Search the woods! If they're not in the woods, then we have to continue our task. We'll find them eventually." You watch as they go back to the woods and begin looking through that small section of woods, and then you guys will be making your way over towards the pillars. How long do you guys want to run for? Do you want to just keep running until you run out of energy? Do you guys want to just make it to those pillars and try to hide there? What do you guys want to do?
I mean, I vote for however long it is until they're safely out of distance. Like if their lights fade, in the back.
These pillars are probably about a half day's run,
Oh yeah, those fucking pillars then.
like 12 hours.
Running farther than that. I don't know if that's a.
I don't want to exhaust myself. I'm already one exhaustion point.
You guys will have to make con saves to see if you get exhaustion points, and those of you who haven't drank today, which would be the two dwarves that have to drink double would also have to make con saves. Actually, no, if you don't drink, you just get a failed con save, I believe.
What about me?
And you also could possibly get a an exhaustion point from running if you're pushing yourselves. If you do a day's run, you're gonna push yourselves. If you guys do a half day's run, only people that are gonna have to make saves are the ones that haven't drank today.
Real quick before we get moving too far, can we try to open the box so we can get our objects out so I can get my supplies?
The bard down at you and you like you know how to.
I could try. I'm pretty good with thieves' tools, but
Ruby, can you help us?
Can we find somewhere to stay first so I can explain things?
yes.
So, what are you guys doing?
I guess we should run to the poem section.
Yeah.
So the half day one,
Can
the
we
12
run
hours?
can we run for a half day and then like make survival checks along the way and see if we find any places along that half day's travel?
I'm gonna
Maybe
say
we'll-
if you do the half day's travel, you will find places that you can hide without making a survival check.
Yeah.
Okay.
Let's do that.
Will we be able to find water and food if we?
That will be survival checks you'll have to make. But at the end of that 12 hours, no matter what, the group of you who haven't drank will take an exhaustion point.
Oh, boy.
And those of you who haven't eaten
Hmm.
will have to make a con save to get possibly an exhaustion point.
Oh my god, I'm gonna die.
Well, I'm gonna roll survival or to try to find food and water. At least.
Me too.
All right, as you guys reach that point,
Yeah.
there was something else that somebody was asking what they could do. Oh, yeah, Ruby was probably gonna explain thing. Yeah, those of you who want to eat are gonna have to roll.
Damn it.
All my stuff is in the box, so until we stop, I think I'm just gonna have to roll a con save then.
No, you're fine. You're different from them. You've been getting
Okay, oh,
fed
yeah.
and watered
Right,
at that
right.
camp.
Yeah.
Like a plant.
So, funny enough, I can actually get exhaustion as long as it's not
Yeah.
involved by sleeping. So, that
Yep.
that is true.
Hmm.
So I
Pushing
do have to make a
yourself
con save
can
here.
still make your stones kind of jangle off of your body. If that makes sense.
Yeah, I'm
And
not against it. That makes total sense.
Are me and Gaia making two con saves with disadvantage, or
So.
are we just making two con saves?
Oh,
or...
sorry. The food people. Only food people that need to make the con save are those that have gone 3 days plus their con mod over the last time since they last ate, which I don't think is any of you.
Okay, I'm probably getting close though.
Probably. Keep track.
I'll just write down.
But those who drink no water just suffer exhaustion point. So those of you who haven't drank
Okay.
water today, let me read it one more just to make sure. Those of you who have drank water suffer an exhaustion. Oh,
Like,
I'm sorry. Oh, this is wickedly evil. No, there's no con save for the water thing. Wait, what were you asking? Katie?
I asked if there's a con save for the water, but you said no. So
No.
that's it.
But those of you who already have an exhaustion point, this is a very cruel system, and I'm so sorry. Those of you who already have an exhaustion point from not having water have 2 more exhaustion points altogether. So it's not just
No.
1, it's 2.
Fuck.
All right.
Oh,
Cerebus is
Okay.
avoiding them though because I gave him water, right?
Yes, he's fine. You've already
Discord
reset him.
Is not letting me roll, so I'm gonna roll real quick. The actual dice.
Because you can give him the last over of that water flask to keep him fine. So he has no more exhaustion. But I think Omereed and Claire now have 2 additional exhaustion points to what they already have.
And then we're making a con save for something? For
No.
food or water?
No,
No, okay.
no.
It is
The water
survival
one you
check.
just take.
Find anything.
You guys can all roll survival now.
excellent.
The
I
7
rolled bad.
7 is a failure, 9 is a failure, 9 is a failure.
We put that in.
Nick
in
is
game.
trying desperately to roll.
It's not working, so I just rolled actual dice.
because
Wait.
Discord is being really shitty right now.
Yes, Katie?
God.
Question: what would happen if I drank the blood that we have? Just for future reference.
Well, it's
just in case.
poison.
But I think because I have a Batar on, I think I picked resistance to poison at least.
Oh, I mean, it probably just hurts you a little bit, but sure, you could try to attempt that. I don't know how nutritious it would be, but fucking Feldspar
Drinking blood?
with that survival check, is able to find. Roll a D6 for me, or I'm sorry, a D5. So just don't count the 6 on a D6. Nick, can you hear me? Nick,
Is that-
Nick. Oh, he's gone.
No.
Oh, and also you roll a D2 for me, Nikos.
Cool. Hold this. 1.
All right. And now roll a. Give me a second. Now roll a D12.
Oh fuck.
That's an 8.
So you find 8 gallons of water, which is really good. That's 1 per person
Whoa.
for like a day's worth of water. And then you find 1 pound of food. You're able to find 1 little bunny rabbit that is enough for 1 person.
Okay.
So is everyone's Discord
in
acting
the
up?
barrel?
Hmm?
It kind of crapped out on me like a couple seconds ago, but now it's back.
Is the
Yeah, I can
wait,
hear everyone.
was your barrel able to be opened by the
Well,
way?
so here's the thing. In the barrel it's no liquid. There's just a lot of materials in there right now. In both barrels actually are a couple empty jugs we can take out and fill water if we wanted to. And that's what I assumed I used to fill up.
These look like 2 little beer casks essentially that are like locked inside.
Yeah.
Are you sharing
This
your
is-
All right,
water?
we gotta pause
Of
for a
course,
second, guys.
of
We
course.
gotta pause. We gotta pause. Let's pause for a moment because there's Nick's not in here. I don't know what's happening with Claire. Let's just take a moment.
Semi good, but everybody's audio is just really echoey and glitchy.
Hmm.
Also, I figure if I muted myself, it might just make things run a little bit more smoothly. It's not trying to process an extra thing.
Oh, you don't have to worry about that anymore, Andy.
Really?
Yeah, no. That was a laundry's issue, not yours.
Oh, I thought it was still happening to the body.
Tell Ty when I
Oh,
cast.
wait. No, you're right.
Yeah, that's what I
Ooh,
thought. Yeah.
Okay, so how many times have you casted
Also,
recently?
just so you know, well, there's like a whole slew of cantrips when we were just inside the cave on the Blizzard Mountain. I did a whole slew of cantrips there, doing Mold Earth and Green Flame Blade to try to cook the meat. So there's
Alright.
all of those that I remembered after that session.
I'm gonna
Plus,
say
today I did several healing spells, like 3 or 4.
I'm gonna say roll 7 con saves for me while we wait for Nick to get back in.
Cool.
Walk.
Never stored water in these things. It's good.
How about
when it
piss?
works.
Piss would be a very good fit in here.
Oh my.
Oh.
You think? I'm sorry. Your name was Ruby, was it?
No, it's not me speaking. All right, Nick is back, buddy. Can you please roll a d5 for me,
It was a prank.
Nick?
He's not actually.
God
dead.
damn it, Nicholas. Oh, okay. You got 2. So,
Animate dead.
There we go.
Nick finds 4 pounds worth of food. So altogether, there's 5 pounds worth of food.
Mhm.
Yay. How many is
So
that?
I think that's enough for everyone. Like, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, except for like one person other than like if you're not gonna feed Avar, like somebody's not getting food. Either Avard or Cerebas or Alandria or whatever. But you guys can do half rations too.
Avard won't eat. That will be
I mean, you can do a half ration if you'd like, where both of you eat half.
with share with Cerebos.
Yeah, if you do half rations, it really slows down how many days you can go before you start getting exhaustion.
He's not going to do that.
Okay. In that case, I don't know how many days you haven't eaten, so
It's
but
been 2 days.
tick
The
another
second day
day.
that I got.
But now roll a
Excuse
d6,
me.
a d12 for me, Feldspar. Roll a d12.
Got it.
I have a question. If we're drinking the water that we got, how does that work since we already have exhaustion? Is this for water for a new day?
That's for this day. This day is just starting now.
If
Also,
we
big,
skip water, sorry.
big fella, you didn't eat. Would you like some food?
Do you have extra?
I certainly do. I caught this rabbit, but I have some dried rations with me that I was traveling with, so you can have the rabbit if you'd like.
A variable dip this have, that would be very kind of you.
You find 9 more gallons worth of water, Feldspar. As you go out and you bring back a bunch of food and water, kind of bringing it back to the camp after you use one of the barrels that you borrowed from Flavius.
You're welcome. Well, this isn't a good sign. Oh, nope. Okay, now I'm hearing everyone again.
There we go.
Yay.
Thank
Okay.
Yeah.
Yay.
Thank you. That's why.
Of course.
Yes.
So,
Gaius
Avray is offline right now, so don't bother rolling in the Discord. She's not
Cool.
online.
Cool.
we lost a bot.
Discord's really wigging out.
Yeah, it's really being shit.
I'm wondering if the actual Discord servers crashed,
No, they're just
because
not
I
going
had
well
some.
right now.
This has happened before. I forget which session it was recently, like a couple months ago.
It's one of our Star Wars sessions.
Yeah, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Where it was like
Right.
this.
People died. I remember that.
All right. So, as you guys begin to eat and drink and go through and kind of relax a little bit, make sure that both the dwarves and Cerebos drink double as much water. And also, how much water did you find originally? First person that found water that I don't remember who did.
Found 8 gallons, so that's one
So
for
it's
each of us.
9. So subtract 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Subtract 8 gallons worth of water. So all of the water you
There
got.
we
You have
go.
9 remaining with Feldspar. Oh, I'm sorry, and Ruby. So 9 gallons.
So Nick, you had better mark off one of
What,
your
Katie?
gallons then.
Isn't there
I mean, I'll
3
give
more?
it to everyone.
What, Katie?
I was just asking. There's 3 more gallons, so that it's going to Gaia, Omarita, and Cerebos. So.
I'll give mine all to you guys.
Oh, so then you'll have the leftover that Flavius is keeping on. So Flavius still has 8 gallons. All of the 9 gallons that Feldspar brought is gone.
Cool.
We
There's
don't.
still 3 exhaustion points. Not good.
Well, wait, didn't we get one from Flavius and then one from Feldspar?
No. You're gonna since there's 9 on Feldspar, you guys are just gonna take all of the stuff on Feldspar that is enough for all of you guys, even with your disease.
Gotcha.
And then there'll
Okay.
be the 8 on Flavius, just to make the number easier. As you guys are all sitting, drinking, and eating, and catching your breath, you will watch as Ruby kind of sits in the middle. She's going to say, I think I need to make a confession to all of you. Since I trapped... Why do you need 10 gallons of water?
For Ruby, Fabius, Gaia twice, Omri twice, me, Alondria, and Cerebus twice.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 is what I count.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Ruby and Cerebus
And
is
Alondra.
7 plus 6. 10.
Wait. 1, 2,
Oh no,
3.
Sir Boss is 2. Boss is 2.
Oh, Cerebus is 2. You're right. So it is 10.
I'll mark off one of my gallons.
My apologies.
Then, right?
Yes, so it will be one of your gallons still. So it'll be 10, leaving 7 remaining. So, blah, 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 blah. Ruby is going to say, I think I need to make a confession. After I helped Cerebus, it seems that each day afterwards, my magic has gotten weaker and weaker. At this point, it doesn't seem that I have the ability to use any truly high-level magics. That's why I've been a bit quiet. It's been quite worrisome. It seems that each day my magic is drained, keeping the thing inside of Cerebos at bay.
Oh.
Cannot survive in this wilderness without your power. There's no
What
way.
is-
You will
what
surely
do
all
we-
perish.
What of art?
What are you suggesting we do?
I am suggesting nothing. I am simply stating the fact that we need to find a country that is in safe distance. In my mind, Mage, you stated that you are a map maker.
That is correct, yes.
Do you believe you could get us to Antiva? Since at least the dwarf here, Gaia, has friends within.
Yes, and if we are in Tevinter, my hometown is like the closest large city.
We are right next to the edge, actually. I believe we are near the town of... Give me 1 second. Where'd you put that map earlier?
I put it
Visuals?
in visuals, I believe.
We are in the town, near the town... God damn it, it's so fucking small. Alright, I'm going back to this. I got the map right here. We are
Yeah.
right next to the town of Morothius, which is right, I believe, on the edge. We are probably perhaps more closer. We are in the 100 Pillars right at the moment, I do believe. But we are close to Old Arlathan, and perhaps close enough to your home that we could be there in maybe 2 days or so. If we can get to Antiva, many of you who are tired could perhaps rest off this affliction. As I've seen this few of you, especially the dwarves, have been getting slower and slower by the day.
Yes.
Yes. And yes, I am not going to lie to any of you because I don't see a point to it. I'm currently on the run. I very much like to get out of here, so the sooner we can do that, the better. So I'm all for this. I have let's see, what is this? Blah, 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 blah. Okay, yes. I have a feature from my background that lets me navigate maps very well, so I have advantage on any navigation or cartography tools check to navigate through things. So,
Alright.
yes. So I feel quite confident in my ability to get us there. Yes. As long as I can get my maps out of that box, I think we should be fine.
Alright, so now you guys just need to get into the box. It is a locked, magically locked box.
Magically locked.
So perhaps a dispel magic of some kind.
Is that would
Can anybody
be...
do that?
No,
I
dwarf,
have
it's,
nothing. I have nothing to contribute. I'm sorry.
Oh, I can.
Good.
All right, so you need to make a check.
Yes, I do.
And you have to try to beat the level that it is.
I'm going to, since we're kind of sitting here for a second, I'm gonna do this as. Oh, or am I?
Oh, wait a minute. Is it Elandria? Is that what they call you?
Yes, although that name grows weary on my skeleton, but you may call me that for now.
Would you prefer to be called? I don't want to insult you or anything.
I haven't really been called anything but that.
Would you like to be called something else?
It will suffice for now.
All right. Well, Elandria, if you give me one moment, I believe I can at least assist you in some way. And I take out a small pearl from my bag and kind of concentrate on it for 60 seconds. And after I'm done, this tiny little, like, palish sphere kind of impacts you as I cast Fortune's Favor on you, which basically gives you a luck point over the next hour to spend. One of the new Dunamancy spells in the game.
Luck points, they just like let you re-roll a die, correct?
Add D20 roll.
All right. The question now is just, do I do this as a blood magic or not? Ty.
Yes.
Can I cast a spell as like a first level or a second level spell and then blood magic upcast it?
That's a good question.
So like if I wanted to cast oh wait, never mind that. Well,
I can't see any reason why not.
I actually realized what I was saying was not actually what I meant to say. Although that's also good to know. I think what I actually meant to say is because we use spell points, the way I was thinking about it was differently. So in this specific case, I have a third level spell. Is it possible to use the spell points for a second level spell and then the single, level spell of blood magic? So it'd be like 2 spell slots and then the 8 HP of blood magic.
As long as it's appropriate scalings for what it needs to be, sure. Like, make sure you're scaling the amount of points above each spell, like how much it increases by. And then it should be good.
Right.
Okay.
That's cool. So that would be like 3 points and then 8 hit points.
Yeah, I think so.
Cool. That's good to know. I'm gonna mark that on my sheet too. Sorry. I mean, I don't have blood magic. You don't know that. I didn't say
Right.
that.
I'm sorry. We all just saw you resurrect a corpse. Everyone knows you have blood magic.
Hey, necromancy and blood magic aren't necessarily the same thing.
No, but if you're a necromancer, there's no way you're not also doing blood magic.
Those people are all going in the punishment box. I don't know why Katie's there, but
she likes to be a part of things.
She likes to be punished. Okay, I don't know why I said that. Let's strike that from the record. Strike that from the record.
No, it's been live streamed.
No,
Too late.
No.
So I have to make a check. Ability check using my spellcasting ability. Yep. Okay. That's plus. Do I add proficiency to that? I'm assuming, because it's a check.
I don't know. Yes, I assume so.
Is this dispel magic? The normal spell? You don't add your proficiency unless you are an abjuration wizard. Get to add proficiency.
Okay. Good to know. Yeah, so this should be it, and wish me luck.
You have one of those.
Literally.
Mm-hmm.
If it ever rolls. I've learned that it does roll if I give it a second, so I'm gonna give it a second.
It is still offline, by the way.
Oh, right. Jeez, I completely forgot about that.
Yep. Just roll real life dice.
Just roll a regular roll. I have them right next to me still. I'm sorry, I'm extremely tired at this point. That is A 5 plus 3 would be 8, so I'm going to use my luck point and re-roll that.
All right.
And that is a 4 plus 3 is 7.
As you attempt to dispel the lock after kind of cutting a little bit more of your wounds, kind of pulling at them, using the magic to kind of open the lock. You guys all watch this, by the way. Especially at Vard, you just watch blood magic get cast like literally right in front of you.
I really do.
Twice in a
Okay.
row.
You will watch as the lock does not budge.
Well,
I will say you guys can roll Arcana checks if you are interested in learning a little bit more, maybe about how this lock works, including the rogues.
I would like to do that.
I'll make an Arcana check and then
Yep.
can I ask the question?
Yeah.
Ooh, 14.
You can make an
plus
Arcana check,
7.
Alondri, if you'd like, to learn a bit more about the lock and perhaps means to open it.
Okay, before I do that, I have to roll a blood magic check.
Oh?
And I passed.
Wait, what do you mean roll a blood magic check?
You have to roll and get above a 10 or you can't heal until your
Right.
next
Oh, you're
short
right. I
rest.
forgot I made that special. I made that special for a couple
I
of
think that I
things.
thought that was part of the regular rule. I don't know.
I added the rule too if you do it to an ally as well. Because before
Oh,
it didn't
right.
include an ally on that.
And that makes sense. I like that.
Yeah, because it's a little too busted just to go up to a beefy boy like
Right.
well, maybe not Feldspar because he doesn't have health.
I don't have blood, so I
Blood,
can't.
yeah.
Right, you made it.
the
You made
zombies-
it. If you're using another's blood, then you only have to make the con save if you drain 16 damage in a turn. So anything above a first level spell.
All right, so
Oh, I'm making a
Flavius
Arcana check.
and
Do you-
Avard, you guys would know that magic lock doesn't make a lock impossible to pick. It just makes it harder to pick.
My specific question was, can I smash the box open?
It also makes it harder to smash open, but it is still possible to smash it open.
I'm just gonna try to smash it open.
Oh,
Sounds good.
wait,
There is
okay.
a chance it'll break things inside them.
Oh. You could stop me. I'm lifting it above my head.
No, please. I have I don't know if I have delicate things necessarily, but I would prefer not to have a mess. Feel like maybe we can, can be a plan B, maybe?
Okay,
Can't open it with picks.
that is probably a better idea.
Would you like to attempt to make the roll, Flavius?
Can I help? I could. Would
The dwarves have disadvantage, so even if you give them advantage, you're just giving them a straight roll.
I have disadvantage on fucking
Right. Yeah, I'll roll. I think I have I'm proficient. So
I
have
just
a
want to check in on the
+6.
dwarves because I haven't heard from you guys in a while. God, it sounds so mean, like I'm calling you guys actual dwarves. I just want to check in, make sure you guys look okay, like as emotionally as people.
No, I've got 3 exhaustion points.
I'm just tired
That took me
physically.
is clear.
That's fair.
I like my character, but she's very tired.
She's sleepy. That's
Very
fair.
tired.
Are you making?
All
the
we
roll?
need is 3. Yeah, 3 weeks of consecutive rest. Okay, let's see. I don't think that's gonna do it. That's a.
Well, I'm gonna say
7.
somebody's definitely there to at least give you advantage. You got so many people around.
Oh,
you.
okay.
Why would somebody
I mean,
not?
Uh,
I'll
so
help
the
you.
Yeah.
I hold
The first. Damn it. Okay, it's too late. I won't do that. Never mind. I already rolled the first roll. That is a straight 20. That's a 14 plus 6 for my advantage.
That will be enough.
Oh,
You watch as you're fiddling with the lock. You're like, no, and got it. Kind of like immediately you watch as the box, as it pops open. You watch as a blue glow kind of washes over it as the magic kind of dissipates off. I'm assuming Alondria is gonna like dead sprint over for her staff.
Yes. She's also going to say thank you.
welcome. Thanks for the attempt. As she's grabbing the staff, can I do like an Arcana, like a really quick thing to see if I can see what I recognize that or know what it is?
What?
When she grabs the staff very quickly, can I do like an Arcana just in the glimpse that I get of it to see if I know what it is or what it like?
Sure.
Anything about it? We'll see if I know anything. That's a 15.
Seems to be a magical staff of some sort, for sure.
So they have magic items. That means I'm not with the worst group. Okay.
As you kind of gather your things, you're filling your pockets, grabbing your stuff out, little by little by little. Everyone else is allowed to go and slowly collect their things, gathering everything back onto them. As you guys do so, you will have enough time for a short rest, unless you'd like to sit here for a week.
I would love to sit here for a week.
The problem that is, if you sit here for a week, the chances more so are you're going to die than to heal.
Right.
Yeah, I don't like those chances.
If you can get to Antiva, you can get to food and water.
Yeah, we're currently stuck in the pillars.
And
which is
I will
shit.
say for the map maker, you are 3 days travel from that small town that Gaia helps point out on the map to you.
Perfect.
Oh,
3 days.
town. I'm offended. A large
Huh.
city.
Well, I'm sorry, the large city.
It's the
And
most beautiful city. Fuck
Is
you.
the city's name Antiva? I just don't know. Dragon Age will love to know. Or is that like the country? I don't know.
It's in the
the
country, yes, it's a country.
Country.
Antiva is essentially Spain.
It's
Spain and
like
Italy.
Spain and Italy
Yeah.
all mushed together.
Okay,
It's
cool.
Spain and Italy if Spain and Italy had awesome assassins.
So Spain and
Right.
Italy. You just don't know about them. They're that good.
I mean, the mafia.
It's yeah.
literally.
True.
So Southern Europe.
Southern Europe, yep, essentially.
Yeah, it's the Mediterranean plus they've got a lot of Latin American influences.
Right.
Hey, I have a
Pretty good.
question. Do I just come with lay on hands? Am I
Yes, all paladins have land hands.
Oh,
You could just end the diseases on everyone.
You
Huh.
fucking-
is that a first level?
That's
That's-
an ability you have.
Yeah.
You have 25 hit points. It costs 5 hit
You
points. to
could
remove
have
the
saved
disease.
Claire from so many exhaustion points.
I'm gonna lose my fucking marbles. Katie,
I didn't know what it.
Katie, I love you so much. You're wonderful.
Would you like to do it right now?
I mean, yes, I would love to do it right now. I just
Alright.
don't know what it does.
You're going to need to
But-
use 15 points of lay on hands, so you have 5 times your level. So 15 altogether to heal Cerebos, Omarid, and Gaia.
Wow.
All of them.
All
I
of
can
them will
heal all
cost
of
15 points of lay on hands, and then you have even more to heal people with.
Is it 15 each?
No, altogether, I said.
5.
Okay. Okay. Then yeah, I will do that. And then can I heal myself?
You'll
too
have
while I'm
10 HP left over of it to heal yourself with.
Do I get 10 points then?
Yep. Yeah, so essentially it's 5 times 5, because it's 5 times your level. So you have 25 to work with. So you have 15 to cure their diseases. So essentially what you're just going over is you're handing them like a little bitter kind of like medicine ointment that you remember you have on you that you think, oh, it works on the Kunari. You weren't going to really try it out on them at first. And then you remember that it'd work on Cerebos like a charm. And you watch as it cures this poison. As you go over and you feed them this awful, horrible like chalk stick that they kind of shovel down.
Does it heal their? Does it cure their disease?
It cures their disease, yes.
Yeah,
Oh,
so with lay on hands, you can use 5, like each point is worth like a hit point of healing, or you can use 5 to heal a disease instead.
Good job, Katie.
Good job, Katie. Thank you.
Alright.
You know where Katie's going. Katie's going in the punishment box.
Oh my god.
Katie's been in there so much.
I didn't know how it worked. I didn't know.
Katie, we should unionize against Ty putting you in the punishment box.
No, I deserve it because I just didn't understand.
You did kind of deserve this one. This one,
Okay,
this
but-
one's
but-
kind of rough.
But all the other ones, though. All the other ones.
Maybe all the other ones, but this time it's just because I didn't read because I'm lazy.
Reading's hard.
Okay, not
it
gonna
from
lie,
an
that's
English
kind
major.
of. That's
Reading's
kind of
bad.
sad.
You don't know
All
how to do
right.
it.
It is
So Are you guys gonna interact? Are either of the dwarves gonna interact with Avard after he kind of like helps you guys out?
She's just gonna go, thank you, dear. She's just gonna call. She's gonna try to fall asleep for like just an hour at least.
Yeah, you guys can get a short rest if you'd like to heal some hit die up if you have any left.
Yeah, let's do
Yeah. And then he's gonna make sure Cerebus is okay before he also sleeps.
And I get 5 spell points back.
Sounds good. You guys will all sleep tonight, and you'll watch as Feldspar just watches for you guys. So Feldspar, make for me 3 perception checks.
Got it.
Thank you so much, Feldspar.
My bat will just stay up and just like kind of like sit next to Feldspar.
This area, by the way, you guys, is a little bit snowy. Still, so it's a little bit cold, but you guys aren't like getting really heavily affected by the cold.
Well, you guys are gonna love these rules.
Avery is back.
The roller work.
Avery is back.
No.
100.
18.
Okay.
Those are my 3.
What are they? Let's see.
I keep forgetting. I'm an idiot.
Good job.
So the first night, it seems like everything's calm, and not like a bad calm, like you'll hear animals and stuff like that chipping. Like the first night, sorry, the first few hours. The next few hours, it's quiet,
Oh.
and the next few hours, it's silent. You guys are gonna hear a whoosh of a crossbow bolt fly past the camp, and that's where we're gonna end session.
Oh.
You
Ah.
gosh, I'm not